75, or we don't mind playing the hand heads up against just the big blind in position. Okay, now we won that. We got the desired result. This table's been playing relatively tight. Pretty straightforward. Not a lot of people messing with me really, so that's a good situation. Let's check it out. That's cool. I can't. Again, eventually, what I'll do is I'll set it up where, because I've seen Jason's carvers, thing, you can bring up the screen and stuff. And I know there's a way to do that, but I'm not that guy just yet. So once I figure that out, I will. Okay, Jack 4 of spades, not a great hand, but against if one of these
I don't
guys
know what's wrong with this. It won't let me change.
the first 3 seats, any of these other guys, I'm going to defend my blind. And especially if they make it 100. If they make it 150 or 125, then I'll give it to them. So that actually gives you a little bit of insight into how do you play against good players in the blind, right? Well, one way is to raise a little more. I do use a HUD. Never as oft asks if I'm using a HUD, and yes, I am. But it's hit. So he made it.
Starring Steph Curry, Adam Boyce, and Shuhei Yoshida and his Super Twins. Together with other defenders of good, they can help make the world a better place by playing PlayStation with you. Get the PlayStation Heroes app for PS4, make a purchase for charity, and be entered to play PS4 games with celebrities.
PlayStation.
Together with other defenders of good, they can help make the world a better place by playing PlayStation with you. Get the PlayStation Heroes app for PS4, make a purchase for charity.
Okay, now we're going to try to get some value.
Playing PlayStation with you. Get the PlayStation Heroes app for PS4, make a purchase for charity.
If he raises, we're going to go like this. Okay, now we're going to try to get some value. But I think we'd have to call. So really checks back a full house on the turn. He's checking back the 8. He's silly. What the? We got pocket 7s, bro?
Yeah.
Pocket 7s, bro. But I think we have to call. I'm not going to check back a full house on the turn. Okay, whatever. He could have made more money. Actually, he made about the same. So, if he bets the turn, I was just going to call it. That's really funny.
Where'd you change
So
that?
that was just really unlucky.
I went to the dashboard. Never done it that way.
That's what he's going to do. He could have made more money. Actually, he made about the same. Okay, so we're not going to even bother with this one. We're just going to let him take it. If there was an ante, notice, if there was antes out there, I'm getting a good price. I'm going to limp in. As I said, I do that with strong hands, with weak hands. So I'm not going to, just give up the pot. Again, unless it's a very good player, who's very aggressive and just always raises in that spot, then sometimes I'm going to play a little tighter. Some 6s on the button. We are definitely going to see the flop here by just calling.
Beta version 3.
I'm not big on the school of 3-betting these hands. These are hands that play well post-flop. Because, again, what I like about them is
There's always new
there's big
versions.
pots. When you play big pots, it's usually because you have 3 6s. Very hard to beat. Real kind after flop, very hard to beat. Go screw yourself. Seriously. Okay, we'll beat your freaking ace queen, ace king too. Oh, maybe not. Okay, whatever. 275 down the drain. Now a lot of people fold that in that spot, and in cash games it makes a lot more sense to do that. But in tournaments, I don't mind giving up a little bit of equity or making what's considered the wrong play fundamentally in situations where I'm going to be post-flop, never going broke. Like, I'm not going broke on an ace-king 8. Right? If it came ace-king 6, and he had 3 aces or 3 kings, yes. Very, very rare situation. If I catch my flop, and he has a hand, there's a very good chance that I'm going to get all that pretty money. And what am I risking? Oh, a little bit of equity.
You're already
I
streaming?
wasn't quite getting the right price for the flop.
Sweet.
I don't care so much about that. A lot of tournament guys who grind online, they do.
I think we already got a few watchers.
And overall, I think they're making they're missing out on potential value, not actually respecting or understanding the value of having a big stack of chips. It's worth.
Man, I can stop.
That kind of
You are now watching PokerPotamus live.
Yes, you are. Starting a little early, and that's okay. Jump into that poker already. Alright, we're going to call here with this 10-6 of blue. See if we can flop some more blue cards. We did get one. Not as many as we wanted, though, so we are just going to fold. Justin Fan 517383, let's run it up. Dude, we're trying to. We just started. We played one hand. Marvelous Mars in the stream. Why would I watch this when D-Negs is streaming? Hey, good point. Go ahead and watch both of us. You can do that. That'd be awesome.
Huh. What the heck?
What the fudge? How's it going, Marvelous? Mr. Beanie Master himself. Yeah. How'd you do in that 25-50 cent game the other night? That 50-no limit. Last time I left. I think the hand I walked out on, you had 3-bet from the button and took it down. Marvelous Mars, fish are biting, my friends. Good. Glad to know. We're gonna try to get a bite.
I smell fish.
You like that? Yes, you do. Everybody does. We're gonna do player 4. Alright, that's a pretty good flop for the 7-6 of black. Okay, so my bankroll is what, 1420 something? I'm happy. Well, you should be happy with that bankroll. I like the last 3 numbers of that. I said that. Yeah, I believe when I watched, your bankroll was right around 1300. So it looks like you've done some work in the past day or two, my buddy. Good job on that. See, Mick Munko, do you play on the same table? Well, I'm playing zone poker, so I guess the table rotates the whole time. But yeah, usually every day we play at this 25 no limit table. He says, yes, they are colluding all the time, every day, all day. We collude by checking with our 8 and 3. Check again. We got a pair of 3s. It could be good. Oh, especially when that turn shows up. I don't think we're going to raise here. I don't think there's any need to. So I'm just going to call here. Hopefully we river something good. 6 on the river. Hey, it is a full house. I'm going to call. Yay.
Just a test.
Good. It worked.
Because I'm running with my own pod.
Of course you are. Who doesn't run with their own pie?
It does work better.
What does?
I'm going to actually give Twitch a compliment. I mean, Twitch Alerts a compliment for once.
Yeah, shout out to Twitch Alerts.
For actually making something worth the shit.
Yeah. Thanks, Twitch Alerts. Beta version 3.
Good job.
Good job, buddy.
Your computer science degree was actually not wasted.
Way to be that computer science major. Queen 4 of red. We are going to raise this one if it folds to us. Try to take down these blinds. That'll be fun. Alright, against a limper, I'm going to raise it just a little more. And if he decides to call, I'm okay with that. We got position. We could always flop a flush.
Alright.
Or queens and fours, which is still pretty good.
How could you be so honest?
How could you?
I'll tell you what, if this
Bet
pops up
a
there.
little larger. 2/3 pots. What are you gonna do there, player 2? Think, think, think. And he calls. Alright, I'm fine with this call. I do believe we have the best hand here a majority of the time. And he believes so as well. Oh, we rivered the 4 also. Should have checked. Not really. But
You're too busy winning.
too busy winning. That's what we do.
Get you another
right.
queen 4.
Trying to. Remember my name, player 4.
Pokepotamus. We'll start following it up with that.
It's Pokepotamus!
Remember
Yes.
my name.
That's great. Player 4 thinking about it, he raises. We're out of position with the 8 high, so we're just going to fold. Pains me to fold. Big Dog 17 in the house. How's it going today, Big Dog?
Welcome to the Kibble and Bits show.
Mm-hmm. Kibble and bits. That's what we do.
Get you some Purina. Mick Monko?
Yep. He's hanging out.
Mick Monko? Mick Monko?
Where's
Yeah.
the money, Lebowski?
Where is it?
You want that money, Lebowski? Bunny says you can
Marvelous says, is this what you guys do after your morning radio show? Yes, and before our late night radio show. All day, every day. 24 hours a day.
Every day.
A day. And we check these 3s.
I did listen to the radio this morning and I thought I could do that.
Yes, but he says that about everything. He watches a documentary on Ethiopian kids, and he's like, I could do that. I'm like,
Hey,
what do you
wha-
even mean? He's
I-
like, I could do that.
One time I was watching Cake Boss and I was like, I can make a cake like that.
Aces.
And I did. For like 6 months I was in the cake business.
He made the crap out of some cakes.
I actually got a whole little book.
Raising. Okay.
I don't
well,
recommend
we're gonna re-raise you, buddy, because you don't have a lot of money. So I expect to get this in.
Bunch of quitters. Don't be a quitter.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
We got it in. No
Okay.
king, dealer. Yay! That was for you there, Marvelous.
I'm so happy now. Log out. Alright guys, it's not even 4 yet, we're done.
See how good we run?
See ya.
We just get aces versus kings. How fun is that? Great. It's really fun, by the way. He said, Tony, bitches love cake. They do. They do.
That's true, they do. It's an interesting way to meet people, that's for sure. Go to weddings and baby showers and
Mm-hmm.
all kinds
See
of
all the
stuff.
bridesmaids. Yes.
Well, you get to hang out in Hobby Lobby like 9 hours a day, so
That's where all the hot ladies are.
it's like you're the only guy in the whole place. And they're like, oh, you make cakes? Like, yeah, I make cakes.
Wrecked. Yes, got him. Got him, we did. Oh, hello there, Ace on the River. I do believe our aces with the jack are the best hand. And they were. Just adding to the pot.
All I do is win, 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 no
Yep.
matter what.
My guess is he at least, I believe he had an ace. I don't believe it's as good as ours, obviously.
Everybody hands go up.
Bam. Choreography in the house. Yeah, it does. He had the ace and the 6. Not near as good as the ace and the jack. Sports hype. Yes. Gonna fold this king 6. That one's not near as fun to play.
What was the other one of these? Oh, you write them down now. I should get in that habit. Oh boy.
Ace 9. There's only 3 there. I know it looks like more. Well, we got ourselves the old ace ball. That's good. But I think I'm going to play tricky and just check. If we get 2 checks, we're going to bet.
Bet.
If he bets,
Bet.
we call.
Call. Bet.
Deuce on the river doesn't seem like a bad card.
Bop. Bet.
575 seems like a big bet, though.
Yeah, I'd fold.
I think I am going to fold.
This guy's crazy.
Yep, I think I'm just going to fold.
See, that's a tough one.
Yeah. I feel like the only thing we're beating there when he bets that large is a bluff.
Bluffy.
But when we call that turn,
Bluffy the
I don't feel like
Vampire
he's bluffing
Slayer.
too often. He says, you guys need to get hosted from like Daniel Negreanu. Hey, that would be great. Go on his stream and tell him to host us. Be like, hey, D-Negs. Hey, if you're not busy, buddy, playing in that tournament, go ahead and host these guys. Let everyone see them. He might be like, sure, why not? I got nothing else going on.
He might be.
Or he might miss your comment because 5,000 other people commented at the same time. Good luck. He says they need to host D-Negs. He needs more viewers. Hey, he's gonna get them, man.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. I don't believe he is either. Won't be long before Twitch blows up with all the D-Neg followers.
Can't wait till they start selling T-shirts
Yep.
so he can go buy a new hockey team. That's
D-
what he talked about today. If you watched the beginning part of his stream,
That's what he talks about every stream.
it's like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a Las Vegas hockey team with my little Pitland.
He says sarcasm. Yeah, I know, man. I know.
Yeah,
He is the man.
He did get 150,000 unique visitors on his second stream.
Because he was streaming on stream. He had that hot pee going.
Yeah. He said he's not going to do that anymore.
Yeah. We'll wait and see.
We'll see.
Raise Ace
Yeah.
Jack. We raise. We get a call.
Uh-huh.
Let's flop 3
Alright.
jacks.
So what's this guy have?
Well, he could
Pocket
have a lot
kings?
of stuff. I don't believe he has kings. I feel like he would have
King,
raised
queen?
if he had kings.
Oh, you think he's got 7-7?
Nope.
He's got gone.
He has gone.
I like it.
Every gambler knows
He says, who is he?
to surviving is knowing what to throw
I don't know either, man. He just hangs out.
to keep.
Sarcasm, yes. D-Negs, the man, the myth, the legend.
I enjoy his stream, really.
I do too.
I'm glad he's willing to answer all these off-the-wall goofy questions.
I grew up watching Daniel Negreanu. He was always my favorite because he used to call out everyone's cards while playing with them. Now, sometimes he was wrong, but there were many times he was right. I like the way he talked to people and him basically found out what they had. That's pretty cool. We can do player 4. You got $50. I think you can cough up 50 cents. Nope. Easy. Alright, it's pretty dry flop. Unless he has a queen.
What's he gonna do?
I'm going to bet $1 if he
He-
checks. If he bets, depending on what he
close.
bets. Here's $1, buddy. Go ahead and fold.
He's like, my pocket queens don't hold up.
And he does.
Just kidding.
Get out of here with that.
All I do, all I do is win, no matter what.
Good call.
My mind, I can never get it up. Every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the old Bovada called me today.
Yeah, he did get a call from
Think
Bovada.
about that. This dude emailed him for like 9 days straight, I emailed them once. They called me. Like, hey, I got to talk to you on the phone.
Yeah, they don't ever call me.
But, yeah, so I called them about using HUDs and stuff. Or actually, I emailed them about using HUDs because it's in their terms of service that you're not supposed to have electronic devices, electronic gaming aids. So I called to clarify because
Fives could be good.
some people were discussing whether or not Poker Indicator was, it's not truly a HUD, blah, blah, blah. So I just asked them, and they called me up, and they were like, we're from the Gaming Advocacy Division.
Yes, it's getting serious now.
We want to make sure you understand how seriously we take these things. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm just asking you a question. All I want to know is, I was like, I don't think you understand what HUD means and how it relates to your particular setup. Basically, you don't collect any information. It's not an unfair advantage. It's just like taking notes. He's like, well, if you want to take notes, you can. It's like, I'm not asking you if I can take notes.
Not asking you, buddy.
I'm telling you. I basically was saying that for the purposes of streaming and whatnot, I wanted to be able to show hands, which he was like, well, we intended it not to, we want it to be the person's choice. So anyway, he was just like, I would recommend you not try it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Which, yeah. We had some debate about this the other day on stream, and people were like, get me an answer. So I did.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Marvelous Mars says, I'm a friend of the stream. True, so true. He is a friend. Big Dog says, man, I meant D-Negs. And cool.
We're all friends here.
Yes, we all hang out. We try to win hands together. Talk about some poker. Talk about whatever. Anything you want to talk about, just ask. We're open books around here. We don't care.
Now, you know the next question's going to be like, tell me about your first time.
I don't care either.
You're going to be like, well, her name was Buffy. She was a big girl.
I already told you that story?
She had a mattress on the ground.
I did tell you that story.
Girl, we don't need no mattress. Get that carpet out.
He said, get that carpet out. Roll that floor, baby. Marvelous Mars, he said, the people at Bovada you talk to on the phone have no beep idea how to play poker.
I believe that.
I believe that, too.
They just hire some people in the call center to take phone calls.
Yep. So I actually talked to someone at Bovada who plays poker, and they told me just don't show the HUD on the stream.
Yeah.
Hey, I agree with that, too. I mean, no one else is going to know.
Right.
Unless you're streaming it live and then somebody tells on you, nobody else is going to know or care.
Yeah, that's exactly what, that's, because they sent me an email too, and then they called me also. So the email they sent was more or less saying, as long as nobody, they said if you get reported, they're going to investigate, and if they find it to be true, they would suspend your account. Which the only problem, I wouldn't care, I'd just open another one, except for you would lose your money, which, I don't know, $1,000, I mean, what's a big deal, But if it gets to be like 20 or 30,000, I mean, that would be worse. So I don't know. I just get really curious. I like to know. I'm sitting here watching people play, and I'm like, wonder what his hand was.
Yep.
And there's just no way to know. But if you had that HUD, supposedly you can figure out.
Well, I mean, you got the hand reviewer, but if you had a HUD, I mean, it could pop up and tell you what the hands are without you having to go back and look.
And then it can also tell you, like, I don't know.
We want the easy way.
We were kind of interested in tracking some, like, more budget stuff, like, how we were playing over time, like the pot sizes or something like that. Not really. Like, I'm not trying to collect information on people.
Or are you?
I'm not.
Alright, that's a good turn card for us. We got top pair and a straight draw. I'm going to bet $2 we have the best hand. And we do. Yeah.
Such a good thing. Yeah, he does.
I saw someone on TV with shades one time, so I felt like they must know what they're doing.
They do.
Now I wear shades all the time.
It was Daniel Negreanu, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was like, my future's so bright, I gotta wear shades.
I believe his name was Philip Ivy.
Hey, you know he's in a new Chrysler commercial.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's cool. I have not seen it.
Well, it's a big deal because, you know...
He's just a poker player?
Right. I mean, it's hard enough to get a poker deal nowadays, much less a Chrysler deal. Or
Hello, ladies.
So, yeah. Everybody was really talking a lot about it. Very happy for him. I saw it.
Raise it.
You could almost tell he was in a casino. They had the background
And
blurred out so
call.
bad.
And okay.
Nothing.
So on this flop, we're going to bet
Okay.
$5.
What's this guy? It's range.
Well, he did call, so I mean, I feel like he has a lot of pairs in his hands, like 5s, 6s, 7s.
I would not play that from that position.
Hopefully he just folds. When he calls, I don't like it at all.
Because he's got pocket 10s.
Alright, once this king comes on the turn, I believe I'm going to start with a check.
He's going to bet $5 again.
Alright, he checks is good for us. This guy calling, I don't like either.
Oh, he all ended.
Yeah,
I'm
he
folding.
did.
I'm folding.
I think we're going to have to fold.
I would, yeah, I mean, I'm not risking $19 for...
I mean, I don't like it. But I don't like this guy behind us calling
Sit out.
either.
See if they'll...
Ah.
See, now that's exactly why I want a HUD. I would like to know what that guy had.
Boo.
But whatever. The great Canadians say otherwise.
Ladies, sorry I let you down.
You were outshined by the kings. Oh, pocket fives. What do you think about pocket fives on the dealer button?
Pocket fives here on the dealer button. I'm going to raise if it folds to us. Obviously, we're just we want a set.
Yeah.
When this guy just limps in, I don't even think we need to raise anymore. I'm just going to call.
Yeah.
I'm fine with having multiple players in the pot, and I'm obviously just trying to hit a 5.
Right.
Now, on this flop, our 5 still could be good.
I like it. He checked.
So if he checks, we're going to bet
checked
our
too.
5s. We're going to bet half pot. Just try to take it down now. Now, when this guy calls, we still could be ahead with our 5s. He could have a flush draw. He could have a straight draw.
I think he's got a 9.
Well, he could.
That's what I always think.
All right. Once he checks, I believe I'm going to check also and just try to see a cheap showdown.
That's
3 on the
right.
river's great card. Doesn't complete any straight.
Check
Doesn't
it, check
complete
it.
any flush. So now we're just going to check and try to win.
I knew he had that 9.
Well, he
He's
may
a-
not have.
He had a full house.
Yeah, he did. But
He's
we
a
didn't lose any
dirt.
extra money in
No,
it
I
besides
know.
that.
I think you played that exactly right. I have no complaints. All right.
Yeah.
I did start doing this new thing last night just for the heck of it.
What's that?
I started playing the hijack position, like I would hijack every hand. Like, I was like, every time I'm in the hijack position, I'm hijacking this whole table.
Raise.
And I did. It was fun.
Re-raise.
People,
Every time.
people are really scared when you play out of position. I mean, like, no. Let me rephrase that. It's not just out of position. It's like that particular position. I don't know why. Some psychology to it.
They're like, he has to have aces.
Yeah. I
Every
just kept doing it
time.
because I was like, I'm just going to throw. I just want the guy to get off the button. Make me the button, right? I mean, wouldn't that make me the button then? Right?
Yes, it does.
So that's what I was like. I
Yep,
was like,
you're buying the button,
I
basically.
don't care what happens. I just want that guy off the button.
All right, this guy raised to 75. I'm fine with re-raising here with ace-king. We are in position.
I like it.
So if it gets...
Two of
if he
these
calls...
guys, the goal
okay.
here is, yep, that's what we want. 2 of those guys out.
Yep. If he calls, we got position. We got ace-king. All right.
And we got another king.
Yep,
That's
sure
good.
do.
Pair of kings with the ace kicker. I'll take that any day.
Now he bets $6.35. I don't love it, but I'm not going to fold just yet. We could turn a jack if we're behind.
The king of
Now,
Eight doesn't matter.
him going all in right here, I don't like this at all.
Well,
I don't feel like he's going to do this with just ace-king.
right. So
I
you
feel
think
like
he's
our
got
hand is
aces?
pretty polarized as ace-king, so I'm going to fold, which is really tight fold,
All right, it's worth it.
but I don't believe he's going to make that bet there. Not when he pots the flop and then shoves all in on the turn.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
I don't buy it.
Those are the ones I need to learn to do more. Because, I find myself in that position. And because of my curiosity, I will often call that.
Now, that was a very tight fold, I understand.
Yeah.
But I just don't believe he's going to bet the pot there after we re-raised pre-flop without having us beat.
Could have been a bluff.
I
Never
don't,
can tell.
It could, but I highly doubt it.
I know.
We basically told him our hand was ace-king.
I know.
And once he plays it like that, he's trying to get all the money.
He was trying to tell you something, too.
It worked on the turn.
Just how to bluff. All right. Getting them little pennies.
Trying to.
All I do is win, win, win.
Oh, yeah. That was the winner remix.
Let's see here. Gonna fold this 5 deuce. Give me some more ladies. I wanna retry. Alright, close enough to the ladies.
Wow.
We got 1 ace and a buddy. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so what was it? I read in a book today. This is probably some old, like, 1980s book. It was like, every time you get aces pre-flop, go all in. Wow.
Yeah, that is an old book.
Wow.
Now this guy re-raising, I'm not gonna just call. I'm gonna play for more. 392. If he's gonna play, he's gonna play for all of it. And we're fine with that.
Wow.
Aces versus kings again. That's a good flop.
Wow, this
Yay.
is amazing. I'm doing it. Yes.
Go ahead. Scotty,
your
mother
stuff.
beep squirrel.
Would someone say nuts?
Not really.
It's like river or something, but what a flop.
Yeah. Well, we've been fortunate with the aces. We've run them into aces versus kings twice now, which is pretty crazy. Somebody should be complaining to Bovada, but not us. Bring on the aces, Bovada. How about just flop us a straight? That'd be nice. We got a 4. We need one of those. Alright, we just fold now. Alright, let's see. We just called here the big blind with the queen 7. We get re-raised. Now, I don't love our queen 7, and I think I'm just going to make a tight fold. Normally I wouldn't, but if I was in the big blind and the small blind raised me, I wouldn't fold in position. But out of position, I think I'm just going to fold. Alright, now this 6-4. Alright, it's just a suited connector. We're going to call here. We're kind of late position. We're kind of close to the button. We wanted that guy to fold. He doesn't. But now, unless we flop some hearts or a straight draw or something, now we can just politely check and fold. Obviously, we're just trying to hit a big hand, a big flop with this 6-4. We don't, so we just wait for another spot.
Yeah, that's over betting the pot. That's what those guys are doing.
Alright, 7-5 here on the button. We're going to raise, try to take down these blinds. And, well, we get one caller. We do flop a pair of 7s. And with this ace out here, I think I'm just going to make a check, see what happens on the turn.
He's going to
Our 7 still could be the best hand. We're not going to fold just yet. Give us a 7 or 5, dealer. King on the river. Alright, he checks. We check. Ace queen takes it down.
Yeah. I might have got out of that handle earlier. That's a tough one.
Yeah, but we can't just always assume he has the ace.
I can't.
He said, I can't. Every time the ace comes, they got it.
Every time.
It's hard to make pairs.
There's 10 aces in this deck. I don't like it.
I think you only make a pair like 1 out of 3 times. 6-9, big blind special, going to the muck.
I'll show all my hands. I want people to feel like they know me. 6 and 8 on the button. I'd play that.
All right. If this
If
guy
it folds, yeah, right.
yes.
If it folds around.
If there's a raise before we get to act, then I'm gonna fold. Otherwise, I'm gonna play.
Well, it's already called 25.
So I'm just gonna call. We got position. We're looking for a straight draw. We got a pair of 6s. Still, not too much to be happy about.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna bet. If somebody bets, I'm just gonna fold. The only thing we're looking for in that pot is to flop something big.
K9.
K9.
That's the new let the dogs out right there.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Ace
Ace
four.
4's out.
Yep. If we were on the dealer button or the cutoff, I guess I would raise.
4, 6.
I feel like we just had the 4-6. Player 5, he raises.
Well,
Okay.
that's a fold.
Now it's a fold.
Thanks for helping me make that decision.
You got it. You got it. Jack 7's also going to be a fold. I want some suited connectors, Bovada. Or give me those queens.
Queen?
Hey, suited connectors. Alright, he raises. We're going to call. We could re-raise, but with him raising under the gun like this, I'm fine with just calling. Hopefully it goes fold, fold. And it does. Player 5 is thinking about it. He's like, oh, these guys don't have much. I'm going to re-raise, but he doesn't. Good, good.
Wow.
Hey, that's a good flop for the 9-7 of spades.
That's pretty nice.
I'm going to bet $1.47. Obviously, I'm not folding if we get re-raised.
He's like, what's this? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we are. Thanks, Bruno. Thanks for that shout out. Alright, so in this hand, we got 6-5 here in the big blind. This guy raises, we see a call and another call. So now we're getting 5-1. We're calling. Alright, we don't flop anything, so now we just get out of the hand. No big deal. But getting 5-1 odds, we're going to win this hand 1 out of 5 times, I do believe. Just not this one. So, bye-bye.
This is right, correct?
Yes. Ace King, small blind. This guy just limping in. If this guy folds, we're going to raise. If he raises, we might re-raise. But we're going to raise, and hopefully this guy makes some type of move on us. I'm fine for playing for his $11 stack with Ace King. I'm going to make it a little larger. We're out of position.
Break it down.
And we just take it down. And I'm fine with that too.
I like it.
Taking it down out of position. Good. That's right. Kylie Katz, how are you doing today?
Jack 6.
Yep.
Oh, small blind.
Yep. If it this guy
If it
folds,
folds,
we're gonna call.
That's about how I play.
And hopefully he just checks. We get to see a flop. He does. We're going to bet out 1 quarter. Try to win 2 quarters. Alright, he calls. And that's fine. Now we can just check.
He's gonna bet
We don't really have
50
any
cents.
draws. So I'm just going
He
to
checks
fold.
too.
We do river a 6, which is beating flush draws. But other than that,
He checks
That's about
again.
it.
Isn't that something?
so I guess he had a flush draw. Otherwise, he would have won. Unless he had like pocket 2s or something. Nope, he had a straight draw, a gut shot.
You got what I need.
Yeah, we do.
You say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you.
Pocket 9s. That's pretty good.
Would you say he's just
Got that run good. That's what you
Got
got.
that run good.
oh, baby, you.
Alright, we're going to call here on the button. Our 9s could be the best hand. Most likely are the best hand. We're in position. I'm fine with that. Alright, this Jack 6-4 flop. There is a Jack out there. And he bets pretty large. I don't believe we're behind just yet. Alright, now he's betting 275.
Trying to scare you off?
It kind of looks like it.
That's how I bet when I'm trying to scare people
I don't
off.
like this ace on the river. He bets another 275. I think now we have to fold. But to me, it looked like he had a hand like ace king, ace queen, and then on the turn, maybe he turned some hearts. So I think now I'm going to have to fold. Six forward, very similar to earlier. We're looking for a big flop. Not just yet. Poker Boy Swag in the house. Hey, hey! What's going on, man? Bring me some of that run good action. We are doing a little better than we were at this time yesterday.
Yeah, just gotta wait to see if everybody folds, but too many people are betting, so I don't like this hand.
Me neither. So we're gonna check, and hopefully everyone else checks. We turn an ace. He said just woke up, so that's why I'm late. Hey,
Wow.
that's good.
Get
Got
some-
you a little nap in. Feeling better, rested up for the stream. Ace deuce, puppy dog feet. Alright. So, Poker Boy Swag. In this hand, we're raising with this ace deuce of clubs. Do I think ace deuce is a great hand?
No.
But would I raise with aces? Yes,
Maybe.
I would. If I had
Maybe.
aces, I would raise 3 times the blind. If I had pocket 5s, I would raise 3 times the blind.
Yeah.
And now that I have ace deuce, I'm raising 3 times the blind. Wait, that way we're balancing. They don't know what we have. We're not limping in with our weak hands. We're not raising with our big hands. It's not exploitable at this point. He said, I streamed a bit earlier at Mom's tonight. That's cool, man. Tell her, hey,
Every gambler knows the secret to surviving.
Right.
Knowing what to throw away.
Zach, friend of all moms.
yes, I love all ladies.
I taught them all to play poker. 4-2. I don't like it.
Me neither. This guy raised early position where it's going to fold the 4 deuce.
Betting like crazy.
Yeah, we are.
King 5's out.
Early position. No need to. Yeah. You want a tighter hand range from early position. You want stronger hands if you're going to raise from early position because people are often going to call you, and then you want a strong hand to withstand a battle.
Well, right, because especially if you're not confident with ranges, you're gonna be suckered into betting more than you should, and you're gonna lose too fast. So
He
don't
says,
do it.
And he said, I don't know how I did it, but I got up another $8 today. Hey, man, that's great. Good job. He said, and I got my first donation on stream. That's awesome, buddy. This is for you. Yeah. We're going to bet here. We believe our aces with the 10 kicker are the best hand right now. If we could get a call, I feel like oftentimes he turned a jack or maybe some club draws. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it does. Alright, he raises 85 cents. We're out of
Whoa,
position.
I'm out.
We only got 6 high. Easy fold.
Easy fold.
Alright, so this King 9, it's not the greatest hand, but it's not the worst either. If someone raises 3 times the blind, I'm going to contest here. I feel like King 9 is good enough against a button open. So when the guy on the button, which could have any 2 cards, makes it 3 times the big blind, our King 9 certainly favors to be the best hand, or often enough decent. So once this guy raises and this guy calls, I don't think we can contest now. So I'm going to fold. Let's see what happens. Alright, there's 6-4-4. Well, obviously we didn't get any of that, and we would have had to fold to his bet. Because why? We're out of position.
Yeah. King 9 on big blind. That might take some more explanation.
Yeah. Well, what is the exact, basically the middle hand? What's the computer hand?
It's Queen 7.
Queen 7. Alright, so is King 9 better than Queen 7?
Yeah.
It is. So, anytime a guy opens on the button like this, like right now we have Queen 3. Is King 9 better than that hand? It is. Now, so we would just call. Our hand favors to be the best hand. Not saying it is every time, but that's why we're calling there. It is a slightly above average hand. Little jellyfish action. Yeah. Alright, we raised with our ace-3. All we're doing right there is trying to take down the blinds. If we get re-raised with our ace-3, we're most likely going to fold. Alright, 6-5. Right here. We're raising right here. We're under the gun. Is it great? No. We're trying to see trying to see a cheap flop, and we're trying to make a big hand. But because we're under the gun, people are going to give us credit. If we get re-raised, okay, then we can just fold.
Yeah, this seems like softer competition than usual, though.
Yeah.
These guys are folding out. Normally they would.
New movie.
Well, that's
yesterday they did not.
Right.
Yesterday they did.
Right.
Sometimes they will. Sometimes
that's another thing of poker. You got to react to how your opponents are playing. If they're going to play every single hand, well then you got to have tighter. You got to have stronger hands to contest.
Ex Machina.
All right, so this guy raised under the gun. We're in the big blind. We had to call 50 cents to win. I think at the time was $1.10 or something like that. Now that he's betting out the pot, I don't think we can contest here. Anything that's betting a pot-sized bet here, I feel like it's got ace-10 beat, or at least has a flush draw, a straight draw, or something like that.
Ace-king. I felt like it was ace-king.
Could have been.
People bet that way a lot with ace-king.
They sure do. People overplay ace-king a lot.
Yeah. And ace-king's not really that great of a hand.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's good.
It's good. I mean, it is, yeah.
Yes, but unless you flop a pair.
6-jack. Don't love it. Don't love the spot. But don't love that raise.
Yep. So we fold. Easy game.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, when you see really big raises like that, Just take that for what it is. That guy's telling you, I've got a great hand. And
Yeah.
just let it go. There's too many ways to make more money without having to fight over pennies like that.
Yep. And you can watch people as they play. Some people play their hands differently as far as if they have weak hands, if they got suited connectors, they might just min raise. They're trying to see a flop for cheap, but they're still raising. But then when they got like aces, kings, something like that, they might make it 4 times the big blind. They're like, oh, I got a really big hand. I have to make it bigger. I don't want anybody to call. I don't want them to see a cheap flop. But when they got weak hands, they're wanting to see the cheap flop. I do believe our jacks are the best hand right here.
I bet. 3 of them especially.
So we're going to bet here on the river.
Sure enough. Yeah. What strutting and stuff for the catwalk.
Gotti, squirrel.
It's like, did you just catch a jack on the nuts? I think you did.
Yes, we did. Alright, so in this particular spot, we got king 5 of hearts on the button. Well, once this guy bets and this guy calls, I think we're going to fold. Now, the reason is, if we had like 7, 8 of hearts, we would call here. Why? Because we got suited connectors, we could flop a straight, we could flop some hearts, great. But in this particular scenario, if he raises and we see a call, if we flop a king, then we are out-kicked at this point.
Yeah.
But
really, yeah, it's about seeing if you have a way to see more outs or you have more outs, then it's a good time to call.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, look at where you would be right now. You'd be like, "There's no way I could win this hand," and you would have just lost a lot of money.
See, we would have flopped kings, aces and kings with a 5 kicker, and then been out-kicked.
Yeah.
So that's why we didn't play the king 5. But we can play the 7, 8 there, because oftentimes they're not going to have any 7s or 8s when they're raising.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they got pocket 7s or pocket 8s.
Sometimes people overreact to their high card, not considering that the kicker is where you're probably really going to get beat.
All right, in this hand right here, we have the nut flush draw. Ace high still could be the best hand. All right, I'm going to check back here on this river. I don't like this queen river. He did turn a 6, but that's fine. He only had, against our exact hand, he had 3 outs. Or 2 outs. No, 3 outs, yeah. He could have hit only a 6. He did. And then we didn't river a 9 or an ace or a club.
Five, 4. It's connected. He's on the button.
Yep. We're trying to see a cheap flop.
There you go.
We do. We flop ourselves an open and a straight draw.
Now the problem is, how often are you going to catch a straight realistically?
Realistically, all right, we have 8 outs. We can hit 4 7s and 4 deuces. And so what you do is you multiply with how many cards are remaining. If you have 2 cards to come, you multiply it by 4. If you have 1 card to come, you multiply it by 2. So we got 8 outs times 4, which is what? 1632. So we got roughly a 32% chance to hit that turn card. All right, we don't. We did turn ourselves a pair of 4s. So we could river now a 4 and probably have the best hand. So now we're going to call again. Ace on the river, not what we're looking for. If he bets,
He's probably got king 10 or something like that.
all right, 50 cents. Now, I don't love it at all. Let's see, we're getting like what? 8, basically 8.5 to 1. Are we going to win this hand like 1 and 8 times?
Maybe.
I believe we will.
King Jack.
Now,
okay.
against that, we don't win it this time.
Right.
But
See,
that's
I
basically
probably
what we're
would've-
doing there.
I probably would have folded just because I felt like I didn't have anything, so he wasn't going to fold, blah, blah, blah. But he could have been bluffing. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been. I don't expect him to, but
Yeah,
we
he
only
was
have to be
betting-
right there 1
Yeah.
and 8 times.
He was betting very strongly. Yeah, sometimes I try to pick up some pennies off my equity when I'm, calculating long-term strategy like that. Pocket jacks on the button's really good.
It is really good. Great
Yeah.
hand. We're in position. This guy raises. He makes it kind of small, so we're going to re-raise here.
It's hard to say what he has for sure. Maybe pocket tens, maybe.
I mean,
maybe.
yeah, right now we don't really know.
Could be
Once he
something
bets
weird,
small like that, I
ace
feel like he's
queen.
got like a 7-8, an 8-9, something. When he min raises, I feel like he's just got like a suited connector. All right. I don't
So-
like this guy calling, so now we're betting just a little over half pot. This guy continues. Most likely,
He's
his
got a
holding
king.
is a king.
Yeah.
And so if he checks this turn,
So now we go to checks so that we can save some money.
yeah, we're going to check here. All right, 10 on the river.
Not great. He'll bet.
That's fine.
Oh, he did.
This guy checking makes me think maybe he just had a flush
Maybe
draw.
he missed something. Yep.
We're going to check.
'Cause
There's times we're going to win this
So you
hand.
don't want to risk if you don't have to. That's
Yeah.
the goal.
Yeah, I don't think if this guy has a king, he's not folding at this point.
Right. So there's a lot of people showing strength.
Yes.
So there's that. Other dude mucked. What a peon.
Well, we can see what he had. But yeah, there's no reason for us to bet there on the river. The guy in the small blind that called pre-flop already told us he had a strong hand. And if he's got a king, he's never folding. So we're just saving money by not betting the turn or the river.
I mean, if you think about it, poker's a very courteous game. People pretty much tell you when they're trying to, that they got them goods, you know. Most people don't really intentionally bluff. They just miss their draws, and then they have to turn it into a bluff.
Right.
So if you really pay attention.
All right, so the other guy had ace-10 of spades, so he flopped a flush draw and then rivered a pair of tens.
The reason jacks are good off the button is because you're last to act. I mean, it's not really a spectacular hand, but it was good. I mean, that was still the right play.
Yep.
Pocket sixes are okay, not from this spot. But if you can see the flop for cheap, usually you can.
Yep.
You might catch a six.
He makes it 50 cents. That's fine. We're going to call 40 cents and try to hit a 6. If we hit a 6, we might be able to get more of this money.
Yeah.
All right, we don't flop a 6.
So we go to checking.
But 6 still could be the best hand on this flop.
Right.
He bets 1/4.
Which means he might have ace queen.
Means he could have anything.
Yeah.
All right, now he
Oh.
bets $1.25. Do I feel like I'm losing here? No. Actually, I feel like he turned a flush draw here, the way he's played this hand so far. Queen on the river. I mean, unless he's got queen 10 of hearts, queen jack of hearts, something like that. And we win.
Huh.
Let's see what he actually had. By him betting small on the flop, I felt like our sixes were good. All right, he actually had ace jack. So our sixes were good. He was drawing through some aces and jacks.
Hey, I'm
fine with
calling
that.
these hands kind of okay though.
Yeah.
King and ace. All right. In this position, it's a good hand for this position, really.
I'm just going to check right here and play tricky. This guy just limped in.
Best case scenario, we'd get a king, and then you'd have the ace kicker.
Yep. If this guy bets, I'm obviously not going anywhere. Ace king is most likely the best hand here. He does not. We turn the ace. We're going to bet 50 cents. He'll probably call with like the ace 6 or ace 7.
To the Dr. Phil of poker. That's fun.
He says, nice, man. I swear you're a pro at putting people on cards. We're going to bet again. I feel like this guy's got a hand like ace 7. Maybe not.
We'll never know.
Yep. You're a pro at putting people on cards. Dr. Phil of poker. Poker Phil. Thanks, man. Sometimes these people just tell you what they got with how they play them. King, jack of blue.
Yeah, diamonds are good.
Yep. Is it the greatest hand? No.
Good
But-
enough for that.
Yeah, we're raising. We're trying to take it down. If we get re-raised out of position, we'll just fold and wait for a better spot.
And this is a good time to talk about the swing. I mean, we've been up 10, we've been down 10. Now we're back to almost even. So it's just,
Yep.
that's just the variance. I mean, that's how it's going to go. And when you're playing this wider range of cards, your variance is going to be a lot higher.
Yep.
So emotionally, you just got to expect that. You got to know it's going to be even worse than that sometime today. We're going to go higher. We're going to go lower. It'll be okay.
Yep. So in this particular hand, we raised with the Jack-8 offsuit here on the button. We were trying to take it down. We didn't. This guy called, and that's fine. We do flop ourselves a pair of jacks. which I think jacks are the best hand here. Him betting $1 right here doesn't mean much to me. I feel like he has a straight or flush draw, and he's trying to see a cheap river card.
Right.
But I'm not going to raise as long as... All right, queen on the river. I don't like a queen. I feel like oftentimes he has like queen 10 here.
Yeah, there you go.
Poker
Thanks a
Prax
lot,
is
bud.
running with the pod. Yeah. All right. I think I'm going to call, but he had Jack 10. All right.
Jackson.
Very close. He had the one hand better than us. Or not the only hand, but I mean one pip better than us. Alright, we get rewarded. We got pocket kings. We're going to raise. Hopefully this guy contests. He does not.
No.
Boo.
Chicken.
He says, I went on a little tilt earlier and stepped in a 25-cent zone like you guys are doing. Wasn't pretty, LOL, but then I got pocket aces and got that acted a few positions before me, shoved all in with $8. He says, so I called.
Well, it's money back.
Yeah, well, that's good. And back to 2 cent after that. Hey, you took a shot. Nothing wrong with that. You just don't want to stay at that until you can hang with the variance.
Right.
So you want to bankroll.
your bankroll management, right?
You want a bankroll to be able to withstand the swings.
Yeah.
Usually-
I mean, essentially, effectively, what you did was the same as people who go all in for one hand, just so they can win some money back real quick. So you just moved up so you could do it. Basically the same thing. It's a good strategy if you need to get your money back fast. Just remember, sometimes you're going to lose. Over time, the statistics are going to average out.
Yep. All right. I'm going to bet 75 here. If we get re-raised, I might just fold because him betting out the flop made me think he had a heart draw, but oh well. Yay. He says, yeah, I don't have it yet, but I'm up $35 in 4 days from 2 cent zone, so I'm doing okay. Hey, man, that's
There you go.
great. That's 7 buy-ins at Zone Poker. You are doing good, my buddy.
We got Murchie 1981.
And K-Man001962 in the house. Hey guys,
Welcome to
thanks
the
for hanging
stream.
out. Hope you appreciate it. Hope you're having fun. We appreciate you being here. See if we can win some hands for you guys. Start here with the raise with the ace-3. Is ace-3 the best hand?
No.
No, it's not. But it is an ace on the button, and ace-high ranks to be the best hand over just 2 random hands. Alright. Once this guy calls, I'm fine with just checking back, seeing a cheap turn.
He
Him
bets
betting out 95. Alright, we do have a straight draw here, but I think I'm just going to wait for a better spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Anytime, you always just got to look at that. I mean, don't overreact to your top card. Just look at that and go, man, if that guy had an ace-2, we would not be in very good position.
Yeah. Murchie1981 says, hi, hey.
What's up?
What's up? Trying to
Jack
win
five.
some money. We're currently
Small
down like, what,
blind.
$6 basically?
Yeah.
That's nothing. We could win that back in one hand.
6-7 connected. That's good.
Yep. If it was suited, I would have played it.
Yeah. So a lot of what you're saying, the quick folds are all because of position mostly. I mean,
Yes, if it's a hand that I'm not going to play, regardless of what happens, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to fold and wait for a better spot.
So you might fold an ace. You might fold connected cards. Sometimes you might even fold low suited cards.
In this particular spot, we got ace-8 here on the small blind. That got raised. Now, is ace-8 good? It's okay.
It's middle, yeah.
It's middle. But we're out of position, and if we flop an ace, we're not going to know where we're at.
Yeah.
And out of position, I think I'm just going to wait for a better one.
Yeah. Anytime you feel like you've got a hard decision about whether to call or whether to raise, that means your hands are too close, and that's why it's so hard for you to figure out. like if you had played that ace-8, you would have been confused. So like ace-7, it's like in this
very
position,
similar, basically the exact same
yeah.
hand.
The only good thing here is that maybe everybody will fold around and you'll just get the pot, or maybe one guy will stay in and
Yeah.
he'll limp in.
If this guy raises 75, it's a different. It's a different scenario. We only have to call 50 cents instead of calling 65 or
Right.
whatever it was last
Because you're
time.
on the big blind. You've already lost your quarter anyway.
Yep, and he just limps in. So
So,
now we're just good to
good.
see a cheap flop.
There you go. He screwed that up.
We flop ourselves an ace.
So now you're in.
I'm going to check. I believe our aces are the best hand. He
Sure.
bets a quarter.
So he probably doesn't have an ace.
Yep.
He's hoping. He's probably got something weird like 10-9 or something, and he's hoping to catch something.
He bets another quarter. All right. I don't see any reason for us to raise here. All right, 9 on the river, unless he's got a hand like Jack 9.
He checked, so
All
probably.
right. He did have ace
There
7,
you
which
go.
is, that's fine. We tied. He said, that's right, one hand and you are back in the game. Yeah, that's all it takes, man.
But even in that splitting the pot hand, because your hands are so close and you're so precise in how you play, you're statistically over time you're going to be okay. You're going to win that more times than not, and
Yeah.
especially in that situation.
So, yeah, and exactly in that scenario where he's betting one quarter and we're calling with our aces with a 7 kicker, what are we accomplishing by raising?
Yeah.
If he's got a better
You're
hand
just-
than our ace 7, he's never folding. We're out of position, and so if we raise and he calls, then what are we going to do?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to check. He's
Back
going to
to-
bet, and then we're going to call with a worse hand.
Yeah.
But if he's got a worse hand and he's betting, then that's how we're getting more money at the time. Yeah, the only hand we're going to get that might call us better is like, or worse is like maybe King Jack there. Rock D says 10 days and counting, Zach. Yes, sir, I'm ready. I'm ready, my buddy, my friend.
All right, King Jack, and we're in the cutoff position, so
Yep.
it's not bad.
Yeah, this guy raises under the gun, so I don't love our King Jack, but I am going to call. And what I'm trying to do here is flop a straight draw or kings and jack, something like that.
Wow.
All right, but once this guy,
275, that's too much.
yeah, once he re-raises, I think now we're going to have to fold.
And you know, we never know. He's probably bluffing, but who knows? He might
Yeah.
have pocket aces. I don't know.
Yeah, right now we only have
That's-
to call $2 to win 460, so we're getting a little over 2 to 1. But if this guy's ever got a hand like ace king, king queen, ace jack, somewhere in there, we're in really bad shape against those hands. If he's got a hand like kings, queens, or aces, or jacks, we're in terrible shape against those hands. Anything else, we're just flipping. If we hit a king or a jack, we still don't know exactly where we're at. So we just wait for a better one.
Jack 2, not great.
Not great.
Pair of twos is basically nothing.
Basically nothing, but this guy just limped in. If he has a better hand, I
it's
feel like
just-
he would have raised. So I think
Okay.
our twos are okay. I'm just trying to take it down right now.
Take it down meant they all folded and you got it.
Yes, that's what I mean by take it
That's-
down.
Take it down. It wasn't like he didn't really do much.
Yeah,
So,
I bet,
Uh,
and they fold.
Queen 8 on the dealer button. You can play that. I mean, it's basically the average hand.
Yep. Now against this guy raising,
That's not great.
not great, so we are going to fold.
Yeah. So just, I mean,
There's not much we can do with the queen
Yeah.
8. We can't make too many straights. It would have to come 9, 10, jack,
Yeah.
which is kind of hard to do.
if somebody shoved out more than a quarter in that situation, you just want to fold.
Yeah.
They're trying to tell you, I got the goods.
I got better than queen 8 for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we got pocket jacks. We're going to raise our standard raise 3 times the blind. You can raise less. You could raise 2 to 2.5 times the blind, but you just want to keep it consistent.
2.25. 2.25 is the average raise,
Yeah.
unless you have a lot of money. So,
Yeah. I wish I had a button like on Poker Stars where I could just click the 2.25 raise button. Otherwise, I have to type it in every single hand.
yeah.
So I just make it 3x.
over time, especially on Bovada, you can just start getting lazy. Especially if you play on a regular device like an iPad or something, it's just easier to use the buttons. Although it is a tell if you pay attention to people. Like for me personally, when I play, I use the buttons when I'm just trying to when I'm trying to trap people. I use the buttons because I think that's what they think a newbie would do.
Yep.
And then I use psychologically when I want to fake them out, I'll use the slider and like run it up to a weird number like 171 because I just think it just makes it seem like a little bit more than it should be, and then it makes people fold. So, whatever gives you an advantage. Not that I would play mental games with anyone because I never do that.
I never do that. I wanted to call that one, but I didn't.
That's good. Showing restraint.
I don't know what he bets there on the river, an over bet. Once the deuce and the 3 show up.
Feel a good one coming on.
Me too. Yeah, that's pretty good.
This position, yeah. Might not cost you much.
Yep. Alright, him raising. I'm fine. So what we're
now
going to do
heads
here.
Up. That's cool.
Yep. Is our ace 10's decent. I mean, it's not the greatest.
Yeah. What you hope for is a 10.
Yeah, exactly. We flopped aces. Now I would really like it if a 10 were to come. Him betting 75 cents. I still think our aces are the best hand. King on a turn. I'm not too worried about the king. Unless he's got a flush draw or pocket kings.
So I feel like he probably had, yeah. So I think he's got like, I don't know, ace, queen, queen,
all right,
king.
10 on the river. I'm going to bet out 305. If we get re-raised, I'm not going to love it. Okay, so he did turn kings.
Yeah. That was a tough one.
Yeah. Once we hit that 10 on the river, I feel like we're going to lose more money.
And you might notice he was pretty much snap calling.
Yeah.
I mean, it was coming really quick. So sometimes your instincts, even if like when you're playing and you're thinking, you might not catch on to the speed of the time, but you'll kind of get this feeling like, man, it seemed like he wasn't even thinking.
Oh, that's the butt says, "Sup, gentlemen?
Sup.
What's going on, buddy?" Trying to run it back up. We haven't had too many good situations yet. We got some good hands at the beginning, but then it kind of fell off.
7-6 on the button.
Yep.
Well, I'd say what everybody else
says,
does.
ouch. It's okay. The reason I actually bet out there on the river, I bet half pot because I didn't want him to bet more. If that makes sense. It's almost a blocker bet. I mean, we could have bet less. Could have bet like $2. But unless he's got pocket kings or a flush, I mean, we're trying to get paid there. We're going to check here.
Putting together a grill.
Yeah.
Gonna make some hot dogs. Make me some burgers and some hot dogs.
Gonna fold now.
Actually, I haven't even fired up my grill this year. It's
You
crazy.
will. You will soon.
Here's my trick. I'm gonna tell you my secret. I go to big places like Sam's Club, and I get the pre-cooked chicken. And it's just frozen, and I put it on the grill, and it basically just thaws it out, and I'll take it off and pretend like I made that. It's got all them nice grill marks in it and everything.
You did make that.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the grilling king.
If you grilled it, it don't matter if it was already cooked.
Right. That was my smoke flavor.
They hail the king. The king of kings.
Alright, so now with this $6.29, we're basically just looking for a spot to double up. If we get some aces, or if we have an ace and flop an ace, we're probably just going to get it in.
So Poker Boy Swag says, I ate and took a nap. Now the grill just gonna get me hungry again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the butt said burgers and hot doggies for the princess.
Hot doggies.
Yeah, no doubt. Little kids love them. Corn dogs, hot dogs, chicken nuggets that look like hot dogs.
Chicken nuggets that look like dinosaurs. Dino Nuggets.
That's the kid food right there.
They said, oh, he's a fraud. No, he's just making the best of what he's got. You get pre-cooked chicken, man, and then you cook it again. It's still good.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
Don't tell anybody else about that, though. He says, my son is picky.
Yeah.
My daughter, she's not really that picky. I can't say that. There's a few things she won't eat, but for the most part, she eats just about anything.
Broccoli.
She likes broccoli.
Worms.
She likes worms. No.
She does like everything.
She doesn't like worms. She doesn't like eating worms. She doesn't mind holding one.
$7.9.
If we get below $5 before we double up, then I'm just gonna rebuy. He says my daughter eats everything too. Must be a girl thing.
They're trying to grow their jelly brains.
Ray's here and try to pick up these blinds. We could use them. This guy calls. We're obviously looking for some jacks and eights.
And
No and then.
little chingies.
And then? Come on, Bovada. Give me a good cards. Give me 2 good cards together.
Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski?
Yeah, we are. Thanks, Bruno. Thanks for that compliment. What? Alright, so in this particular scenario, this guy raised to 50 cents. He calls. We only have to call 1 quarter to win $1.25. We're getting 5 to 1. Let's see you flop. Alright, we didn't flop any queens, no sevens, easy check fold. Queen 7 the best hand? No. The reason we called there was because of the price we were getting.
Over time, it'll pay off.
Yep.
I mean, for $1.25, he could do that 6 times, basically, and then only have to win once, and he gets his money back.
Exactly. It's
Kinda-
math.
Yeah, a lot of people do that exact same thing and don't realize it when they're looking at taking down the pot. Like everybody folds out, and they go, "Oh, well, I just got my buy-in back, or my blind." Like, it's the same basic principle. If everybody folds out and you get 60 cents, it's like, "Oh, well, that was my blind for the next hand or whatever, or 2 hands." Oh no, we seen you without your muffs on.
The muffs. I like it. My head muffs.
Jack 3.
He says, on the Negreanu stream, he was talking about someone who owes him 100K. This person always continuation bets. Well-known poker player. Any guesses who he's talking about? Well, well-known poker player who continuation bets every single time. My guess is Barry Greenstein. He is known for continuation betting basically 100% of the time.
And seems like the kind of guy that would be $100,000 in debt.
Yep, seems like someone that Negreanu would also loan money to.
Yeah.
They're buddies. They played on high stakes together. They're both Poker Stars Pro together. They hang out together. Seems like one.
And if you win some prize money for that, we get half.
Yep. Rock D sitting there like, dang it! I knew it was Barry Greenstein. I couldn't think of his name. All right, we raised here with the Ace 10. We're gonna try to take down these blinds. If we get re-raised, obviously I'm not gonna love it with the Ace 10. All right, once he calls,
These are the hands that get me trapped a lot too. Because
Yeah.
I start getting real greedy.
The problem is we only have like $4.64 behind.
This is the worst hand to get after you've folded about 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
Because you're like, dang, it's good enough to play. And then you just get sucked in.
Now, he re-raised us there, and we only had like $4.64 behind. I don't think he's going to raise there without something that's pretty strong, because most times we're going to call there. And so I feel like he's got a lot. I feel like he's got a lot of ace-tens beat. So I'm just going to try to wait for just one better spot. Can't wait for too many more. He said, I guess to Mattisau, I wouldn't think Greenstyle will float Daniel forever like that. He didn't reveal the name. I just wanted to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I don't think Mattisau is known for continuation betting a lot. Now, I would have thought Mattisau up until you said the continuation bet part. Mattisau checks back a lot. He said, must be nice to loan out 100K to your buddies. Yeah, must be. If I had millions, I would loan some. Only to my buddies, though. Alright. If we don't double up within the next 2 hands, I'm going to rebuy. Give me an ace, dealer. There we go, ace king. That's good enough. That's great. Now we're gonna fold. They all folded. That's natural. He says to me, oh yeah, that's the butt. If I had millions, you'd be one of them. We're gonna call here with the ace-8. We're just trying to see a cheap flop. No aces, no 8s, but our ace-8 could still be the best hand. Alright, I'm going to rebuy. Alright, so now we're in for $36 total.
D-Degs at 5,000 viewers right now. Nice job, buddy.
Nice job, D-Negs.
Way to beat Poker Staples.
How close is he? Oh, I guess Jay Carver's off.
Yeah. Probably because he started. This would be pretty early for Jason to get off. What is this mess?
He said, Rock D says he was at 9,000. My guess is his stream messed up and then lost half his viewers and then got back on. Alright, this ace-3. Now, I would like to play it, but against a dollar bet here on the button, we're out of position. I don't want to play the ace-3 out of position. So I'm going to fold it. Because the only thing we're really looking for with that ace-3 after a raise is some hearts. And so unless we get some hearts, we're not going to like it at all. Even if we flop an ace, we're going to be scared. Alright, this 4-7's completely different scenario. I like ace-3 suited way better than the 4-7 suited, but because we're on the button here, and we're last to act after the flop, I'm going to call this 75 cents and hope to hit a big flop. Alright, we flopped ourselves 4 clubs. Great. So now this guy bets 75. We're going to call 75. He said, or 3s. Yep. Let's see a club, dealer. Yay. Now we only have a 7-high flush. Could someone else have a higher flush?
He knows you have to flush.
They could.
He's checking you because he's like,
we're going to bet half pot though.
Yeah, and he's going to fold.
That's fine. We want him to fold. We don't want to see another club.
Yeah.
We're trying to take the pot down now. See, the river was a club, by the way. We would have not liked that, because then we would have only had a 7 high flush. We're in for 36, by the way.
Okay.
Nuts! Alright, great flop for the queen jack here. This guy leads out for 75 cents. He bets pot size. I'm not going to raise here. I don't see any reason to raise. I'm going to call. Hopefully we turn ourselves a queen or a jack. We don't, and that's fine.
Did you say 36?
Yep. Him betting again. Not going to fold just yet. We have top pair still and a gut shot. 3 on the river is a blank. Hopefully he just checks. Alright, $3. I don't love this bet. I feel like he makes this bet with hands like Jack 9, Jack 10, which we are beating some, but I also feel like he has King Jack in his range as well. I'm going to call though.
Ooh.
And we take it down. So we were right. We had the one hand above his. The other guy called as well. He must have had very similar to the Jack 10. The other guy had pocket 10s. Pretty weird way to play that hand. We're going to raise here with the Jack 10. Alright, once this guy checks, we're going to bet $1. If we had ace king, ace queen, all that stuff, we would also bet $1. So there's no reason for us to check back. Plus, we only got Jack high. You can't just win with Jack high. At least not normally. Those are the spots you were talking about yesterday, Poker Boy Swag. You're like, I don't like to raise with a Jack 10 because if you don't flop a Jack or a 10, then you were like, well, then what do I do? Well, you just bet. You can't win with just Jack high. You don't have to bet a lot. We only bet, I think, 2/3 the pot there. And if they fold, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get them out of the pot so we can take it down. If they call, then we're just going to check most turns unless we turn a straight draw or a pair or something like that that help us continue.
Yeah. One of the things you can do as an exercise, and I do this sometimes, just play like 10 hands in a row. You know, good hands.
I don't ever get 10 good hands in a row.
Yeah, well, not in a row. 10 good hands in a row that you would play.
Yes.
And just try to knock people out. So try to understand the psychology of what makes you fold, and then try to do it to other people. And then, you know, when you get in those bad hands that you don't like, the, 10 jack type range, you just know how to knock people out. And that'll help you out in the long run. Because
All right.
the fewer people you have to beat, the better your odds of winning.
We're going to make it $1 here with our kings just because this guy called. He just limped in.
So now he's thinking, damn, I wish I had a bet more.
This guy makes it 4-10.
Okay, he's trying to teach you both a lesson.
He's trying to. It's not going to work just yet. Now once this guy calls, one of these guys could have aces, but I'm not going to fold at all. And I'm most likely just going to pick up the 8-10. Alright, this guy did call really quick, so he makes me think he does have aces. Hopefully he's just got kings or queens, maybe ace-king. If he does have aces, let's see a king. Alright. He does have aces. That's unfortunate. Nothing we could do there.
Except he caught the ace-2 on the... Oh,
I mean,
that's rough.
just think, if we called the 4-10 pre-flop on this queen 8-10, and then he bets out $10, what are we going to do? We're going all in. So it would have worked out the exact same way regardless of how we played it. We just happened to get unlucky in that spot.
It's all good. $8 and $4.
Yep. We're going to bet here on the turn. I think our 8s and aces are the best hand. I feel like if he had an ace or anything above an 8, he would have bet that flop, and he didn't.
We've seen some fireworks here today.
Yeah.
If nothing else,
He says, "Oh, yeah, man, it happens.
you saw some drama.
It's happened to me about 4 times in the past day. It happened to me a lot last night. I ran into aces, I want to say like 6 times. I had queens 3 of those times, kings once, ace king once, something. And then when I had aces, he had jack 10 and flopped a straight. I made it like $5 pre-flop. Alright, so in this one, he bets $1.25. We do have middle pair and an open-ended straight draw. We're going to call, try to see a turn. We were wanting the 8. We don't really necessarily want the king. If he bets again, we might just fold.
You know, and sometimes when you see, like, if you feel like you're getting a lot of downswings, like day after day, just think there are professional poker players who go a whole year and never win a tournament. That sometimes they don't even get in the money. They just have really horrible downswings. It's because we focus a lot on the top 5% of poker players, and you're like, oh man, you know, he just won $5 million, yay! But there's like some people who are still pros. They don't make. I mean, they just go back to cash games and make a lot of money that way. I mean, your average pro is only making $100,000 a year playing cash games all year.
Yep.
And that's it. So, yeah. And if you're wondering where I got that information, I got it from Daniel Negreanu today.
Yay. D-Negs.
Thanks, D-Neg. Now, he was talking about that. He was talking about going pro in anything. Like, if you want to be a pro basketball player, what's the chances?
Slim.
Yeah. So if you want to be a pro poker player, what's the chances? Maybe better than being LeBron James, but still.
At poker.
Yeah. Phil Ivey versus LeBron James. I don't know. Maybe the same odds.
So we raised here with ace queen here under the gun. If we get re-raised, we're not folding ace queen. We only got like $6. Alright, so on this flop, we're going to bet $1. Hopefully he folds. I don't believe he will. There's so much connected, but we could always just turn the 10. So now I'm going to play tricky and check. Hopefully he checks as well. Or not checks. Hopefully he bets. And then we're going to get our $4.88 in there. He's thinking about it. And bets $1.54. Alright, now we're all in. Yay.
Dum 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 dum. More money coming my way.
Yeah. Couple more double ups. We'll be right back where we started. He said, yep, lots of people are doing poker, semi-pro and pro. Lots of people are paying the bills with it, but it's tough.
Yeah.
It is tough. They say it's a tough way to make an easy living, and it's true.
There's a documentary out where it shows guys that play live poker, and it kind of focuses on the guy that hosts the game, but it's around the New York area. And it's a grind. I mean, you watch those guys. I mean, they got it because a lot of those games get robbed, so they move them every night. They rarely ever put the game in the same place 2 nights in a row. So, I mean, those guys have to drive like 30 or 40 minutes to get to the games. They show up in the middle of the night. They have to get pat down. They have to, they have to walk around with $10,000 or $20,000 in their hand. And they go out to their car and they get robbed at the car. It's tough. And then if you go on a downswing for a week or 2, you can't pay your rent.
You got a wife and kids at home.
Yeah.
Tough.
Some of the guys lived at home with their parents, but some of them did have a wife, and it's like the guy was trying to he comes home every morning and takes his kid to school and gives her breakfast, and then he goes back out and tries to find poker games. It's a rough life.
Odessa Butt says, I'd like to do it, but I'm realistic.
Yeah.
Hey, you can do it.
Yeah.
It just takes lots of effort, lots of practice.
Well, The DNIG, what he said today was, the first thing you need to do is make a. The reason this all came up, he did a presentation today in Canada for the basically like Gamblers Anonymous. It was like, you know, don't just be a renegade trying to be a pro. If you really want to do it, make a plan and go for it. But have like some realistic milestones, like you need to make $100,000 a year to be a pro. Like that was one. And like, how would you? So every month you need to be cashing in 10 grand a month, right?
Yep.
So
you should be winning about 2,500 a week.
Yeah. So like, if you're not hitting that, you're not on the right target, right? Maybe you need to play more. Maybe you need to learn more. Maybe you need to move up in stakes. Whatever. But you got to get your stepping stones in the right order. And then you might realize, oh, this is way more work than I thought. I don't want to be online 80 hours, you know, grinding it out. I could just go get a real job, and, you know, it's a lot easier. So
he says, I'd be happy with $20 profit a day. Well, you say that. I mean, right now, sure, that would be great. But what if you could make $100 or $1,000 a day? That'd be even better.
Yeah.
Or $10,000. I mean, it's all practice. You have to work your way up the system. But once you get there, I mean, that's what everybody's trying to do.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do.
Actually, I was helping this guy with a putting lesson today. Not that I'm a golf pro. But my point was, I just moved the ball farther away from the hole. And I said, maybe you're making it too easy on yourself. You need more of a challenge. And he hit the ball in the hole. And then he started doing it like really long putts and hitting all of them in. Sometimes we just don't challenge ourselves enough. So I wouldn't think about $20. I'd think 200. Like, go for that.
He says, I'm single for life. What's the name of that movie? I'm not sure.
I'm not even sure if I can. I don't know. I'm sure it was on Netflix or something.
Oh, that's the butt. Says, I'm getting a degree right now. Well, good for you, man. Good for you. He says, I'm sure it's different for different people. 100K is way more than what I need, but I'll take it. Hey.
Well, you got to think, if you're going to be eventually, if you're going to be pro, you're going to have to play in some live tournament games, which means you're probably going to have to go to the European circuit first, get some of those, you know, some of those are a little softer games.
You need travel money.
So you're going to need the travel money. So I think they say about 40% of your winnings winds up going into travel. So think about it that way. So
flights, hotels.
60 grand in your pocket, 40 grand in your business. Because you become a business at that point.
True.
And if you don't win some bracelets, if you don't have a lot of backing, you know, you're just not going to get those sponsorship deals.
Yeah, if you're going to put in all that time and effort, it has to be something that's worth it to you. Is $100,000 worth it to you? If it is, then put in the time and effort to do it. If $10,000 is worth it to you, well then, you may not need as much time and effort. He said, how dare he reference a movie and forget the title?
I know. Gets all jumbled up in my brain.
I did not expect to win that putt, but we did. Odessa Butt says, so if I ever did get good enough to consider it, I'd have something. Yeah, you would have a degree. You'd have something to fall back on. That's good to have, man.
What's your degree in? Or you can give us a hint and we can guess.
Yeah, do that.
I'm guessing
forensics.
I was going nursing first, and then I thought,
no, he likes kids. He's got kids.
Education?
Education.
That seems too down the middle.
At least his head is still shiny. Yes. Yes, it is. He says yes. So I guess it was education. Good guesses. But teaching what?
You like poker, so math is always an option. Most men go into higher education, even though you can really, or like secondary education, even though you can make more money as a middle school teacher. Elementary school teacher too. Pretty much a man can go into elementary teaching and then make more money than all the female teachers the first year.
I'm doing it. He said no math.
History. It's got to be history.
History. I'm going with history. Yo, 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 Pokerpotamus. Kylie Cat's in the house.
What's up?
Yay. Glad you're here with us. We got the ladies once you showed up. Thank you. This guy's thinking about it. He calls. That's a good flop for the ladies. Alright, king on the turn. That is a not so great turn card for us. It completes straights and flushes, but I'm not folding our 3-of-a-kind queens. I'm going to bet. Actually, I'm just going to ship it. If you got a flush, that's unfortunate. We can always river.
History, and it's a big part of poker other than math.
He turned a straight on us.
If you win a few grand at a poker table, this Poker Boy Swag says, if you win a few grand at a poker table at a casino, can you get an escort out to your car? I'd hate to get robbed or something. Yes, you can at most of them.
Yeah.
They'll have no problem doing that. Especially if it's more than $10,000 because they're going to write you up for the IRS. And they would hate to have to turn that in. Yeah, he won it, but then we lost it in the parking lot.
Alright, so we're in for 56. We lost our 3-of-a-kind queens to the turn straight. He says, wow, man, what crap, 9-jack straight. Yeah, it happens. But that's another part of poker. I mean, there's going to be days like yesterday and today when you're just not running well. I mean, you get kings into aces, you get 3-of-a-kind queens, you run into a straight. It's like, those days are going to happen. And it's all in how you handle that is what makes you the better poker player. If that just happened to me, which it did, and I'm just like, okay, well, let's keep going. Let's try some more hands. That's good. But if you're the kind of person that's like, dang it, I just had kings versus aces. I'm the most unluckiest person in the entire world. And then you start just spewing money off. Well, then you need to learn how to control that if you're going to be a winning poker player. That is a big part of it. Here on the turn, or on the river, I don't believe there's any hand he is going to fold to us, so I'm just going to check, save some money. He said, okay, cool, so I get to play poker and have a personal escort. I'm sold. He bets a quarter. I don't think we ever win this.
Well, the good news is I found...
What kind of escort?
Yeah, right. Well, you can find those usually around most of casinos, too. The good news is I found the movie. I'm just trying to figure out where I actually watched it. If it was on Netflix or what.
He said, though I would probably need one of those, travel a lot, yes. Pretty Woman Part Deuce, the poker times. Good. Good, good, good. He says, out 2020. Yep. It happens. I did play a lot last night afterwards, after the stream. And I kept grinding it up and then I kept running into aces. Like, repeatedly. Kings versus aces, queens versus aces. I already said that earlier, but I mean, it was kind of brutal, because I would grind, win $20, and then bam, run into a big hand like that, and then lose 20. Grind, and then lose 20. Takes a toll on you. Alright, so in this hand, we actually got re-raised pre-flop. He says, big mistake. Big. Huge. Yes, it is. Alright, we're just going to fold that hand.
You're so pretty woman right now.
Yes.
Oh? Don't worry about that. Just installing some software. All right. So, you in a good spot? All right.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. So, about that movie I was talking about, here's I'll get you some info here.
Grinders.
It's called Grinders.
Oh yeah, we're rocking tonight. We got a great game.
Grinding is playing poker, not for entertainment, for a source of income.
How would you call it? Force?
It's not like, oh, well, whatever. I still have enough to pay for the, milk and cheese and for the kid. No, that means you're screwed now. It's your night tonight, bro. It's your night tonight. As you can see, I need a condo. I need a car. I need a watch. I need, you know what I mean? I need a new life.
I'm not a high-stakes player, but I'm able to make a living on what I'm doing right now. I'm doing for my kids, trying to make the best life possible for
that's
them.
real
This is
right
the way
there.
I can go about it right now. With a tournament win, you're
This
going
is
to
on
get a whole lot of
Hulu.
money in one shot. Yes.
So that's probably where I saw it.
Hulu.com.
A person who plays poker is far away from being a degenerate. Really? Really.
I want to force my body to play those hours when I don't want to.
Power naps, I'm all about power naps. Hour here, hour there.
Oh, Mark, your money. I love your money, bro. Oh, I love your money.
If I finish top 3, I want you guys to fly in on the last day of that tournament.
Come to Papa, baby.
I like the freedom to be able to do whatever I want to do, and poker afforded me that.
I have no fucking luck to play this game. Lost the 40 grand so far.
I need to see if you could release the hold on my account.
The people who make a plan, they win. The people, they don't have a plan, they are a loser.
I'll take ace-king suited over a blonde any day. Call me gay.
There you go. So, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you kind of got a feel for what the movie's like. But it brings up some good points. I mean, some of those guys get really burned out. They become alcoholic. It shows the downside, that's for sure. But I think, 2 of the guys are pretty good poker players. One of them is basically a daily grinder, and, he does okay. He likes his life, so. And, of course, Daniel Neg is in there.
Yeah, he's just got a brief cameo.
That dude's in everything. He used to be a movie star when he was, young. He said if he hadn't become a professional poker player, he would have been in the movies. He's done, 3 or 4 so far. Not movies, but, I know he's been in... He was in Rob and whoever the hell he
Rob
married.
and Amber?
Yeah, Rob and Amber Go to Vegas or something. He was also in the Millionaire Matchmaker. And then he did some Canadian stuff, too.
Lots of stuff. And then basically every single poker show out there.
Yeah. He gives it his all. So you had to buy back in?
Yeah, we're in for 56.
You always get really quiet when the tide turns.
No.
You get really just gonna sit here and watch the cards.
Yeah. It gets boring just folding hand after hand after hand.
Fish.
That's what you need.
No, I need some double ups. I need a hand to play. Ace 9's not going to be it though. So you playing tonight, Poker Swag? Oh, that's the butt. What about you? He said, I'm not finding it on Google. When I type Grinders 2013, Google brings up coffee grinders.
I bet. Yeah, you can find it on Amazon for sure.
Hulu, HULU.com. Try that.
We'll go there now and just see how easy it is to find. Here, I'll do it in real time so you can see what I'm doing. Watch this. I'm going to go Hulu.com. And it'll say, how you doing? And you go here and just say Grinders. And I already saw it. There it is. That's how easy it is.
Bam.
Hulu's really easy. A lot of things you can watch on your computer for free. And if you got $8, you can sign up for 1 month and watch whatever you want for a month and then get rid of it. So you'll probably like it and keep it. It's only $8. You see a lot of stuff.
Which
But
ad experience do you prefer?
You can watch the entire movie on your lap. I just did it. I just clicked on it. It's doing it.
Yay, we got a double up plus some.
So you can watch the whole hour and 14-minute movie on Hulu off your computer for free.
Says I'm probably not going to play anymore tonight. I'm at my mom's, but I do have my computer with me. Well, you could play, just no streaming.
Yeah.
You don't have to play though. Hang out with moms. She'll like that.
Set out a goal before you start.
He says, what was the Ace 8 doing? Yeah, Rock D, I have no idea. No idea whatsoever.
I set a goal every night. I say, I'm going to play till I lose this buy-in. No.
No.
I lose at least 2 buy-ins.
Every day.
Every night.
Yeah. Here it is. That is a good turn card for us.
I like it.
We have 3 of a kind ladies. Now he bets $1. I'm gonna raise it.
What?
Hopefully we do not get re-raised. Even though we got 3 of a kind queens, I'm not gonna like it. Just based on the whole scenario of how that hand played.
Cause all I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Oh, that's the butt says, I might. You should. Run it up. Thousands of dollars. Alright, so in this hand, check it out. We got Ace 5 of spades. This guy raised. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to call because we have position. And what we want is some spades. This is very similar to a 6-7 of spades and 8-9 of spades. We're basically looking for a straight or a flush draw. Alright, so once we call, we only turn one or flop 1 spade and this guy leads out. Now we're just going to fold it. But it was very similar to the 8-7 of diamonds and so forth. We're looking for a straight or flush.
Good call. That is the right
Hey, so that's just want to afford a mic and a green screen. You can do it, man. You said you can sell that Beamer. You can already afford it, I'm sure. He said download a movie now from Pirate, but cough. Downloading right now from iTunes. He says, I'll probably play triple up sit and goes. Do it, man. Do it big. $1 million triple ups. Player 4, if he raises, we're going to fold this Jack 4. It's pretty bad. Well, yeah, even getting... I don't think we're going to win this hand even 1 out of 3 times, so I'm going to fold. That was the price we were getting at the time, by the way. Alright, player 4, he folds. We're going to raise here with the ace 4. Alright, now we have position. If this guy re-raises, because we have position, I will probably call. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in the hand. Alright, he makes it $2. Well, that's fine. We're going to call. Alright, we did flop 1 club. This guy is the one out of position, though. So if he bets, we could always... Alright, he checks. We're going to check as well. He checks back this turn. I'm going to bet $1.75 and just try to take it down. I believe he has a hand like ace-jack or ace-queen. He could re-raise this here. If he re-raises, that's fine. Alright, once this ace comes on the river, I don't like it because I felt like he had a hand like ace-queen, ace-jack. So I'm going to check. And, wow. We did river the ace, but he re-raised this pre-flop with 6 high. The way he played it was pretty weird. Aces. And a raise. Good. Good, good, good. Somebody else plays. We're going to re-raise. Oh, hello. Sorry, what we're going to do here is we're going to play tricky. We're just going to call. Hopefully this guy, if he's got a big hand, he might re-raise. That's fine by us. Otherwise, what's going to happen is he'll call, and then this guy's going to bet a lot on the flop.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Obvious.
All right. Bam. Great flop for us. We're going to check. What's this guy going to do? He checks. All right. Well, we still basically have the nuts. Nobody has 6-8 here ever. So we're going to bet. We're going to bet $9. Basically 2/3 of the pot. I feel like our hand is the best hand here. Alright, we take it down. So I guess the only thing we may have made more money if we had raised pre-flop, but I think what actually killed our action was that ace. Even though it gave us the nuts, I think it killed our action because I felt like the other guy possibly had queens, jacks, or aces, or queens, jacks, kings, somewhere in there, which would have also bet, would have went with us if we had raised pre-flop, but
them's the good hands.
Them's the good hands. I felt pretty confident that one of those guys was going to make a big move on the flop, if not pre-flop. Just didn't happen. See, hello, $3 ones. Don't want to dump my roll before my training sessions. Hey, man, I think you'll be just fine. Oh, that's the butt. Poker Boy Swag, gotta fold pocket aces. No way, man. Boom, money, money, money. Should have min raised or $1 raise. Yeah, it is possible. I think looking back on the way the hand actually played out, I'm going to fold now. I think we would have made more money if we had just re-raised pre-flop. But We had bigger intentions. I can't believe they would go in $4 pre-flop and shut down so fast. Hey, sometimes they do. That time they did. Yes. I expected at least one of them to bet somewhere in there, and they did not. Alright, once this guy min raises pre-flop and then checks this flop, yeah, I don't believe our 7s are good anymore. I'm going to check and fold. We would have rivered another 7. Oh well. I think we made a correct fold at the time. Oh, I guess not. I guess against his exact hand we made a bad fold. I don't know what the other guy had. Apparently not too much, so maybe our 7s were the best hand. Oops. Player 1's thinking about it. This Jack 9, I like this hand. It's suited, connected. This guy only making it 50 cents. As long as this guy calls or folds, we're gonna call. If he re-raises, then we're gonna get out. But for 50 cents, that's fine. Not a great flop for the Jack 9 suited. We don't have any hearts, no jacks, nothing else. So we are just going to check and fold. We're not trying to play a big pot out of position with Jack high after this flop. Even against 50 cents, I think we have to fold. Too often we're just drawing dead at that point. Let's see, player 4, he's only got $4.23. I'm not going to play with him if he raises. Plus, we only had 8 high. We weren't going to do much anyway. Ace 10, we're going to raise this one under the gun. And if we get re-raised, we will probably fold it. Unless they just min raise it. But if they make it like $2 or more, I'm going to fold. Out of position.
Yeah, the best you can hope for here is a 10.
And he makes it exactly $2. I'm scared. And Poker Boy Swag says, when's the Hooters meetup? I don't know, man, but I'm hungry right now. I'm down. I need some hot wings in my belly.
You guys talk about Hooters every day.
Hooters, Hooters, Hooters.
I'm trying to get me a sponsorship with them.
You should.
I'd do it.
Gonna fold this 7 deuce, obviously. Give me some aces, kings, queens. Give me something else. I want some big hands. Ace 6. Well, we got one ace. If it folds to us, we're going to raise with the ace 6 on the button. Nope. Try to make it 75, but apparently we missed a button and only min raised it. That's okay. This guy making it $2. Alright, I think I'm going to fold. Even though we have position, if he has an ace, he's crushing us. If he's got a pair, we're in bad shape also. He said, nope, this is only the second time. Yep, only the second day. Alright, ace queen here in the big blind. If player 6 raises, we're going to re-raise. Ace queen 10 favors to be the best hand. Now blind versus blind. We're going to raise to $1. Try to take it down. If he calls, we got ace queen. Alright, 10, 10, 6. Not the greatest flop for ace queen. But I'm going to bet and try to take it down now. Him calling, I'm fine with. 6 on the turn. Unless he's got a 6 or a 10, our aces are the best hand. I don't believe he has 7s or better. King on the river does complete flush draws. He bets $1. I'm not going to fold for just $1. Our ace high could be the best hand, even though I don't necessarily believe it is. But it was. That was a very, very odd bet right there. He basically just gave us $1. The way we played that hand was very ace high heavy. And for him to just try to bluff there on the river with the 9 high, not a good bluff. If he was going to bluff, he should have bet more.
Bluffing's for chickens. Bluffing.
Vanderbilt Poker. Are you a winning poker player? Who are y'all? Well, we are Pokerpotamus. We are playing poker. We are just some guys that have a little bit of knowledge, trying to spread our knowledge to everybody else, and having fun playing poker.
So the question is, are you from Vanderbilt University?
And he's like, yes. Well, yes, I am.
Because we're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from you.
Yes, we are.
We could really
BTW.
have a Hooters meetup.
He says, don't know who that is, LOL. No bio.
Hey.
Anti-Yet, thanks for running with the pod. Appreciate that. Let's see if we can win some hands for you guys, Vanderbilt and Antioch. That's a pretty good start for the king and the king.
It's Pokerpotamus.
Yeah. And they both folded. He says, where are y'all at? Just a hop, skip, and a jump, buddy.
Yeah, we're just about 45 minutes outside of Nashville, so. That's cool. Do you stream online at all?
Yes, Rock D. He says, was an odd call on the flop also. Yeah, it looked like he was calling. He looked like he was floating, trying to bluff later, but his bluff was very poor.
Cool.
So let's do it. No disclosure. He says, yes, I do. I'm going to fold this one. Even though I don't love it, I'm just going to fold. Six, 9 of blue. This guy raises, min raises from under the gun. We're going to call. We're going to try to see some diamonds, some straight draws. And if we don't, then we're going to fold. We do have some backdoor draws, but we only have 9 highs, so we are going to be folding. He says, should I not be disclosing? No, I mean, it's fine. I mean, it was kind of in your name, so I don't think you were disclosing too much.
Yeah. I mean, it's like where you go to school with, you know, thousands of kids versus where you actually physically live. I mean, it's totally different.
Alright, we got pocket threes here, and this guy makes it $2.23. I don't think we can profitably continue because the only card we're going to continue on is a 3. And so we're just going to fold these 3s. He said there's a creepy movie coming out, some robot chick seducing and killing people, LOL. What's creepy about that?
Hey, you need to check out a movie called Unfriended.
I want to go see that.
It's in the movies right now.
He says I wasn't asking for an address. All right, we're like 45 minutes north. That's even more distinct. He said y'all have a great setup. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. He said, are you in a studio? We are in a house with some green screens and just an overlay. 7-9. I'm going to fold as well. That's a tight fold. I think we could have played that one. We're going to play this ace-10.
What stakes do you normally play, Vanderbilt Poker?
Yep. Do you play on Bovada as well? I would assume Bovada or ACR. Alright, this guy raising, we're just going to call. We're looking to flop an ace. Aces and 10s, actually. Alright, ace high still could be the best hand. We're just going to check. 3 on the turn. I'm fine with that. The way he's playing this hand so far makes me think he has ace king or ace queen. Ace on the river. I'm not going to love it. Him betting $1. I don't love it.
Vanderbilt
but I'm not
Poker
going to fold.
says, yes, Bovada, 5 and 25 cent, no limit, and 3 and 5 cent sit and goes, and multi-table tournaments.
Yes, Bovada, 5 to 25 cent, no limit. Okay, so you play normally cash games, and 3 $10 sit and goes. Okay, nothing wrong with that.
Poker Boy Swag says, their mics cost more than a quickie on Broadway.
I don't know about that. Quickies on Broadway are expensive.
I don't know.
He said, start with 200 on March 27. Now I'm at 400.
Yeah.
Trying to go hard on Twitch in May. May deposit more, too. Hey, man, it sounds like you're doing a pretty good job. We started with 50, and I think altogether, between our 2 accounts, I think we're right around 1,000 right now. Let's see. Ace and king. We're going to raise here. Yeah, but it sounds like you're running pretty good, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. I don't think you need to deposit more unless you just want to. I think 400 is pretty good. That's a good start. Alright. We're going to bet here $2 and just try to take it down right now. If we get called, we could always just turn an ace or a king. I believe our hand is the best hand at the moment. He says, damn, that's a nice grind. Hey, man. We're trying, we're trying. He said, my favorite's 5-10 cent Omaha PLO high-low right now. I love that game. Alright, I don't want to call this. I don't want to call that. Yes. If Omaha, if they had the zone poker, then I would definitely be playing more of that. I know they say they do, but I can never find it running. I would probably play the 5 and 10 cent. I like PLO, both high and low.
Yeah. Right now, our stream hourly is about $10. We try to stream for 15 hours a week. So we do
Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 Eastern, 4 to 7 Central.
So, you know, we've had some good runs. We've had some bad. The best day we've had has been $93. And the worst day we've had was down 40.
Vanderbilt Poker's running with the pod.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Thanks a lot, buddy. He said, I placed in a tournament in Vegas for $5K, so I kind of just want to throw $1,000 on Bovada. Well, hey, before I finish this sentence, this paragraph, this is for you, man.
Yeah, that was
yes, running
sweet
it up,
tournament
buddy.
action, yeah.
Want to throw $1,000 on Bovada and play more MTTs and $10 sit and goes more aggressively without worrying about bankroll. Hey, if that's your goal, man, I have no problem with that. I think that's a great idea. I'm just saying you don't need to, but if you want to, man, do it. I understand not worrying about the bankroll completely. Putting $1,000 on there will do that. He said, when did y'all start streaming? Only poker? Yeah, this is actually our day 16 stream, so we've just been streaming for like what? This is our 3rd week now?
Yeah, we started on April 1st.
April 1st.
April 1st.
Yep, and only poker. Yeah, we haven't streamed any other video games.
Yeah. We're only good at tic-tac-toe. So.
Peyton Manning says, Omaha a lot. Omaha said, hike? Yeah, he does. Vanderbilt Poker, I started playing Omaha 2 weeks ago. More fish there than Hold'em. That is definitely true. I do like Omaha for that reason.
Yeah. People don't understand that game yet.
Yes.
It'll take a couple guys writing some books and then, you know.
Yeah, that's why all the pros switched to Omaha, because people started figuring out ways to exploit Hold'em, no limit Hold'em. So then they're like, hey, let's switch to a new game, and then they start playing PLO. There's so many fish, so now they can still make money off of them. Yeah. And nobody's really figured out that much PLO. At least there are many more fish in PLO than others.
Yeah. It's hard to find like now you can find strategy cards for no limit Hold'em all over the place, but it's not that much out there for Omaha yet. Even programs haven't been written yet. Like there was a big discussion the other day about range cards just for Omaha, and I think Jason Carver was talking about it. Jay Carver, and he was just like, nobody has a good one. I mean, there's some out there, but they're not accurate. So even the pros don't really use them.
It's true. Yes, I start playing. Okay, especially at micros, at least. Yeah, man, the micros do have many more fish, especially on Bovada. People calling low draws to possibly win half the pot. Yep, don't do that in Omaha high-low.
Nope.
Make sure you have at least a high hand to go with it. Don't ever draw to try to get half your money back. Alright, this is a decent flop for the Jack-10. We got a backdoor flush draw. We have a straight draw. 2 bets $1 or less. I'm calling. I could raise, but I think I'm just going to call. That is a great turn card. We're going to check. Now we have actually 2 straight draws and a flush draw. We actually have a straight flush draw. So no reason for us to raise just yet. Going to call. Let's see a diamond. We did not see a diamond. Now we're just going to check. Nope.
So serious right now. You're in the zone.
465 is a lot. I don't know why he's betting this much.
Because he wants you to hit that fold button.
He does want me to hit that fold button. I mean, we only have jack high, so I don't guess we can do too much except raise. But I don't want to just yet.
That's right.
Odestabot says, I love Omaha high-low. Me too, man. I used to love it more than just regular Omaha. Haven't played too much of it lately, just because we've been streaming a lot of No Limit Hold'em. Like I said, if they had zone Omaha high-low, yes, I would definitely be there. He said the sound bites, yes, the sound bites, man. You got to do something for the viewers.
Oh,
they want it. They want to hear it. Get to watch some poker action and listen to some sound bites.
Yeah, you wait till the drama comes on. We got all kinds of stuff.
We got lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
Poker Boy Sweat. Sad. Yeah, man. It is sad. We tried. Didn't get there. We didn't lose any extra money than we had to.
You are now watching Poker Potamus live.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, you are.
Who it is.
He says, I prefer to play it live. Yeah, man. If you can find a place that's playing, I mean, I don't know too many places. Most home games around here, they're all strictly No Limit Hold'em. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Jack 6 on this ace 3. We are just going to check and fold.
He's checking.
He is checking, but he did limp under the gun. I'm sure he limped with a better hand than a Jack 6.
Yep.
Unless it's like
especially with that flop.
7, 8, I don't know.
That board was horrible.
Poker Boy Swag says, Omaha sounds confusing. Should have kept it in Nebraska. Let's see. We're going to raise it here to $1 because this guy limped. Now, he could be trapping us, but we're basically just raising it here to try to pick up these blinds. If we get called... Alright, we got position now. That's fine. Alright. Once this guy calls, actually both those guys call, I'm actually going to start with a check here. They're not going to fold a better hand than ours at the moment. So me and my friends...
Play tons of games. He misspelled it. Yeah.
Oh, Ganges. Alright. After this turn, I think I am just going to fold. I'm not sold that he has a 9, but he could have a better hand than us at the moment.
Alright. Don't like that one.
Nope. Don't like the 8-4 either.
We've hit that magic hour.
So how often do you play Vanderbilt poker? You play daily or once a couple times a week? He said he's going to start streaming in what, May?
He said he was already streaming, but he's going to get really serious about it in May.
Okay. We will definitely check out your stream. Let me know when you're streaming again. I will get on there.
Yeah, we
will follow you for sure.
We're the biggest fanboys of all the fanboys.
That's us. We're supporting all poker.
Yeah, I would imagine just based on his college schedule, it's probably he's getting out. You know, college lets out in May, probably the first or second week of May, and
Makes sense to me.
Given some time.
So I play online daily. Tony said it right. Thank you. Yep, we will follow you, and that is no problem. He said we got bored with Hold'em, so we play Omaha, High-Low, 7 Stud, Raz, and Chicago. I don't know much about Chicago. The other three I'm very familiar with.
The gaming master.
I know it. Oh, that's the Butt's got his own little horse tournament going.
I get bored easily. I'm from Florida, and there are lots of casinos there. I'm going to be either streaming or playing live every day.
Hey, that's
going
great.
after it. That's
That
a goal.
is. Every day, all day, every day. Can't stop, won't stop.
He gets out April 28th. See, there you go.
You got it all figured out. Oh, that's the Butt says true. They stopped by streams.
We did. He's saying we troll. That's basically what he said. That's his nice way of saying we're trollers.
He says it.
We're not. Even when we get trolled, we're really nice to those people. So
we have had trolls in here. We were pretty nice to them for the most part. Do it, Poker Boy Swag. He wants to go down to Miami, stay for a bit, and play poker in their casino. Do it, man. Nothing is stopping you. Take that vacation.
Go ahead. Sleep in your car. That's how Phil Ivey did it. That's why they called him
No Home Jerome.
No Home Jerome. Because his fake ID was Jerome, and he was always at the casino and never went home.
Yep. Little fun factoid for you guys out there.
He also said his longest straight play was like 4 days. But he said that was too rough now. He can only go for about 3. Foxy Lady says, "Hey boys."
He says, as for you guys, I think your video display is great, but I think you should improve your biotech section.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we haven't filled out the bio. We're too busy trying to make a web page and all this. We're trying to make all these too many platforms link up
at one time.
But yeah, you're right.
He said, oh, LOL, they come by my stream and tell me to give up. I've never said that on stream. I'm just playing, man. Yeah, we go and support other people who support us, for sure.
Vanderbilt says, I love Miami, not about that winter life. I hear you.
True all over that.
Well, living in this area this year, you got double whammy.
Yeah.
We got two big snowstorms that almost never happen in this area.
He says, I'm a troll. I'm really a female, guys. JK, JK. Sure you are. He said, we like foxy ladies. That is true.
Vanderbilt says, highly doubt I'm going to live north of Nashville. I don't blame you. Oh boy. Keep it classy, Poker Boy.
Yep. Winter wasn't that bad this year. Much worse than last year.
Yeah.
Having a good night, I hope. Iowa was bitter cold. So cold. Yeah, I bet it was, man. I'm gonna fold this 4-9. Give me the aces, dealer. Well, they responded with the 5-7 suited. That's close enough for me.
So Vanderbilt says, hashtag Yoda talk. Foxy Lady says, always classy, I'm sure is what she meant. And oh, that's the butt said, cold during hunting. That's why you gotta wear them thermal underwear. And then Poker Boy said, right on. Smiley face.
Smiley, smiley.
Vanderbilt says, so do you guys just stick with zone 25 no limit or what? Well, we have for these,
bam! What a great river card for us. We got the runner. We're just gonna bet a little over half pot. Hopefully he can call us with something, but he can't. I didn't think he had too much. Yeah, we basically just been playing the zone 25 no limit. We wanted something that is fast for the viewers, and so that's kind of what we stuck with. I mean, we're not going to lose too much playing this. I feel pretty confident with my 25 no limit game. So that's what we do.
Yeah, some of the background we did on this was just to make sure that because we picked a blind and a game that was easy for everybody to understand and affordable to people, and a strategy that people could understand. So, you know, we're trying to be somewhat educational as well as entertaining.
He says, yeah, do you have an opinion on the voice on zone poker versus multiple cash games? Personally, I like the zone poker for the simple reason it is faster than, I mean, obviously you could play like 4 regular cash games, but I think that's confusing for the viewers.
Right.
I mean, if you're used to playing 4 tables all the time, you have no problem with it. But I think most streamers that are just coming by aren't used to playing that many tables at once, and they just want to see one table.
Right.
And if you can explain stuff on one table, then that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, most people are coming to, you know, they're trying to watch other people to learn how to play better. So if you have to try to keep up with 4 tables, they get really confused.
Yeah. Off stream, I play multiple cash game tables.
Right.
On stream, I think zone's better.
We've had other streamers stop by and talk to us about it and said that, you know, they think this might be a better format for teaching people. So, I don't know. We kind of get it from, we kind of worked it with people who didn't know how to play, and they said this was easier for them. And then we talked to people who were already streaming, and they said that their format, 4-table format, was very hard for young or newer players, and that they liked our stream, you know, the way it looks, and it's easy to understand, and it's comfortable. So, Poker Boy Swag says, you guys should play a tourney on stream one day. Well, I'm sure we will.
Yep.
That's inevitable. He says, I'll keep trying the $2.20 Super Knockout, but it's such a donk fest, I can never cash in out.
Yeah, man.
That's how it goes.
It is. I mean, those games, the players in that game are obviously going to be much easier to beat. They're going to be a bunch of fish. Not all of them, but for the majority of them. And it's really hard to beat that many people at one time. I mean, because even if you get aces, you might have 4 people call you all in. And it's really hard to have aces hold up against 4 other players multiple times. So I think those tournaments are really difficult. So if I was going to play a tournament, I would at least try to play at least a $10.
So Foxy says, so who's going to Miami and why wasn't I invited? Well, that's where Vanderbilt lives, so I'm sure he didn't want anybody following him home.
He's like, don't follow me, jeez.
Pokerboy Swag says, you can roll with me in my Beamer, Foxy. And Foxy says, I need some sunshine and sandy beaches. And she says, you poker pods running it up today?
Not just yet.
Not yet.
We're down like $20 basically.
And then Vanderbilt says, I like how you guys read aloud before ever reading the message. Thought about dropping a random F-bomb in the prior sentence, especially because y'all said you treat trolls well. Yeah. Well, we try to. I mean, it's fun. It's probably my favorite part of streaming. I like people with really bad attitudes, but it's funny too because we have such good attitudes, and when people are like really rude, and then we're just like, hey.
Yeah, it doesn't bother us at all.
Maybe you'll have a better day tomorrow.
We're very easygoing.
Vanderbilt says, what is great about Zone Poker for streaming is that y'all can more comfortably use a shorter delay. Sure. Yep. Well, right now we don't even use a delay.
Yeah, it's much better for the viewers that way.
Right. And that was a big thing. We actually did stream with a delay for a while, and it was really horrible because people would ask a question and they'd have to wait, seconds before we could answer back.
Yeah, we only had like a 1-minute delay, but I mean, you go to some streams, they're playing like 5-cent tables, and they got like a 4-minute delay.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is this all about? Why do I want to watch this?
Now, eventually somebody's going to catch on and come in and rob some blinds off of us, but, we're just like, whatever.
It's a quarter. Yeah. I'm not too worried about it.
Short delay makes interaction with chat so much better, right? So, speak to my parents at Foxy Lady. If the parents want you to come down, you can come.
That's right. You got to ask your mom and dad.
Yeah. You're going to stay at the guy's house. You need everybody's approval. My parents will make a guest appearance in May. That's awesome. Do y'all ever talk mad smack in the chat box? Sometimes I get in the mood to talk some crazy stuff in the chat. No,
do
not
it,
really.
Man. Talk all you want to.
Not too much. I mean, not really. Foxy says in May, huh? Poker says, I do that sometimes, LOL, but I try to be good. Poker Boy says, what's this? Oh, it's a picture of his Beamer, maybe?
Is it?
I don't know. We'll find out.
He said, my Beamer. I assume it is. He said, or Foxy says, LOL, Cray Cray talk in the box with Vandy. Stuff, not she. Whoops. Beep.
Now I have to see. Yeah,
there it is.
Oh, troubleshooting. So Foxy says, Cray, yeah, you got that one. Vandy says, stuff not whoops. Vanderbilt, I get pleasure out of getting around the Bovada sensors.
Oh, talking, okay, in that poker chat. I thought you meant in the Twitch chat. I got you. Yeah, I do talk some stuff in there
occasionally.
too.
Yeah, some people will say some stupid stuff, and so we just let it go.
I go back with it. I go back and forth with him. I think it's great. I find it, I do not get tilted very easily at all. So when someone else gets really tilted and they're like, oh my effing G, blah, 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 I hope you die. I think it's great. I laugh so hard, and then I just keep going with it. I start messaging them back. I think it's great.
Poker Boy Swag says, those sensors are strict, LOL. You can't even say hole. Oh snap, y'all put it up on screen. Ha, you guys rock. Right?
Of course we did.
Nah, I'll never be rude in Twitch chat, but Bovada chat is different story. Yeah. Yeah, actually, for like the, we had a really interesting interaction with Twitch, or with Bovada, talking about using HUD. Do you use the HUD in your in your stream? And the reason I ask is because we were talking about doing it just for, you know, people were curious about different stats and seeing previous hands. So we were going to put one on, but then we found out it's a violation of terms of service. So I actually emailed Bovada and talked to them, and they called me today. And yeah, Hold'em indicator, yes.
That's the one we tried to get.
Right. So, I mean, be aware that if somebody turns you in, Bovada will investigate it, and then if they seize your account, you would basically forfeit all your money. So,
boo.
If you're doing it on stream, yeah. Yeah. Well, according to them, it's in, well, I did the research first. It's 6.3 of the terms of service, and it says that no electronic aid can be used. And what that means to them is anything that gives an unfair advantage. Now I got an email response that basically said, if we catch you, if they said we don't personally go out looking for it, is the way they made it sound. We don't go out trolling or looking for people that are breaking the rules. But if somebody turns you in, then and the only reason somebody would turn you in, I guess, is if you just kept running really well against them and they suspected you of keeping information.
Yeah.
Then they turned you in, then Bovada would check your account and see and blah, blah, blah. So then basically they would come back and say, we suspect you of cheating, we're going to seize your account, you would lose all your money. No. Oh, that's the but. Very specifically today, I asked them point blank, in writing and over the phone, and they said, no electronic things, none. Not, and I specifically said, Hold'em indicator, and they said no.
He says, what about streaming Bovada in the state of Tennessee? That is legal, right?
It's legal, yes.
Yes. Indicator is okay, though. He said, my money's belong to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, you could do it and probably get away with it, but, you know, because we've had some other people that are streamers also, and Bovada actually contacted them and said, hey, we saw your stream and we saw your HUD. We know for sure you were doing it. And then they basically told him that under the table he could keep using it, but don't put it online because that was irrefutable evidence. Yeah. He said,
yes, they did. I know they did.
What?
Hold'em Indicator did a great job of marketing, saying that it was legal for Bovada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Now, and Bovada says not.
Dutch Boy is super against Bovada. He told me it was illegal. Well, it's not. Not that I know of, anyway.
a lot of people have misconceptions. It's basically a states' right rule, which means in the individual state, federally, there's no law against online poker. It's all the online poker rules that people got confused about were really banking issues and money laundering issues. So basically, if you gave money to Full Tilt, who knows what Full Tilt was doing? And so basically, there were illegal mob, gangster organizations that were laundering money through Full Tilt. That's what caused the problem. And Full Tilt was not using any kind of third-party representative to check that money. So like right now, you have to use Visa or something like that. So basically, Visa is the third party. So when you give money to Bovada, it's really Visa is giving your money to Bovada. So there's really 3 people in the transaction. Well, with Full Tilt, that wasn't the case. And Full Tilt was taking like, like Jesus Ferguson was making $1 million a month off Full Tilt. Now that was not legit. So that was part of the reason those super sites got shut down. The reason PokerStars isn't in America isn't really because it's illegal. It's because they are a stock traded company, and so because they have fiduciary responsibilities to their stockholders, if they got sued, they would basically lose all their jobs. So the CEO was like, we're not going to do business in America till that's a real easy, smooth transition for us.
Right.
But that's why Bovada doesn't care, and Carbon Player and Card Runner, all those people, they don't care because it's not illegal. They're not going to get in trouble. America is not going to be like, I'm suing Canada. But the individual state can sue that company. So as long as Tennessee personally doesn't sue, then it's legal. And that's why it's okay. So in some states it may not be, but in Tennessee it is. Tennessee's almost okay with all poker sites. But Kentucky is not. There's only like 3 or 4 that can operate in Kentucky. So back to the stream. It says, so Vanderbilt said, I messaged Twitch about the legality, but they haven't messaged me back. And then he says, I'm 21, obviously. Then, that's what said, I'm switching to Carbon. No, right. Vanderbilt said, Dutch is super biased. He is. A lot of the pros are. That's all right. That's what says Dutch is a douche. Vanderbilt says, right, good to hear. I took down a Facebook post about my stream because I was worried about the legality. Yeah. I wouldn't worry about that. I don't know of any state law suits in Tennessee for poker, which is weird because it was the Tennessee senator who caused all the problems, but he did it because it was a backdoor deal, not because he knew anything about poker in Tennessee. That's what says America should sue Canada. Right. Foxley says mind blown. Yeah. Poker Boy Swag says America should be free like it says. It's never been free.
Never.
Poker Boy says that's it. I'm leaving. Hey, that's why everybody goes to Canada and other small little.
That is true. All the poker pros did move out of country, basically.
Yeah. Little offshore islands are really popular in Canada. Pokerboy says, we got the Purple Heart. Pokerboy says I'm leaving, right? And then says Kentucky is only okay with family members.
What?
No offense, anyone, I swear. And then Vanderbilt says, I like Dutch's stream, but he made a Reddit comment that made him seem full of himself. Well, yeah. I mean, he basically wrote a book about himself, too, so. Vandy says, pretty interesting how my taste for Dutch went straight down after just one Reddit comment. Too easy to quickly judge people online. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've watched his stream, too. I mean, it's a decent setup. I mean, and obviously he knows what he's doing, so.
He's got 3 bracelets.
That'll help you.
That brings in the viewers.
Yeah, Vanderbilt, you'll realize when you're trying to get your stream numbers up that the hardest part is getting new people. And you know, it's you know, some people just want to be entertained. Some people just want to get on there and just, like, if you watch some of the streams of like D-Neg, Daniel Negreanu, I mean, people are just saying really stupid stuff, and it's like they just show up to be annoying. So, I mean, I don't know. Would you rather have 1,000 followers that are really trying to learn something, or would you rather have 100 of your friends hanging out every day having a good conversation, or would you rather have 7,000 jerks just sitting there doing Kappa Kappa signs all day? So, I mean, that's kind of the three things you get. Pokerboy Swag says, find me an offshore island. I hear you. I want to price it. I might consider that. All alone on an island. He said, look it up if you get a second. They're actually pretty affordable. I already know about it. So you can get them as cheap as $1 million. Most of them are between 5 and 10. The problem is they have no infrastructure. Think about that. No internet. You're not getting anything. No lights. I mean, you're like on an island by yourself. So, but a lot of companies do that, and they put hotels there and stuff like that.
Kappa, kappa, kappa.
Yep. That's true, man. You get kappaed out.
Kappa, 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 kappa.
It's crazy. Pokerboy Swag says, and make sure you don't have a messy room or bed in the background, like in my case. Yeah.
Get a green screen.
Hey, it kind of goes both ways, man. Some people like that down home feeling. Like, you go to YouTube, I'd say it's getting crazy. Like 60-70% of the videos on YouTube now are just shot off the cuff, because whenever you're doing, especially if you're doing like a review of a product, it makes you seem really authentic. Like, oh, I don't even know how to make a good camera work. It's like, man, that camera worked perfect out of the box. So, I don't know. It goes both ways. Vanderbilt said, my peak is at 48 viewers. Nothing much. Never thought of that before. Interesting, though. Thought, yeah.
Hey, 48's pretty good, man.
Cap Jr. in the house.
Yeah.
You can make yourself king, and it's good to be king. That's true. Buy my island, do what I want. Get me a Wilson ball.
All king, all the day long.
Pokerboy says, oh, okay, sure, yeah. Let me just go drop a milli real quick on an island. Be right back. Hey? That's like,
wow.
That's like Phil Ivey and Tiger Woods playing chicken with their yachts or something. I mean, it's just, when you got the money, it ain't nothing. I mean, it's like, I do whatever I want. Gonna make it my own country, too.
That was a weird hand, by the way. We just bluffed on the river with a pair of sixes for like $3, $2.85 actually, and got called by a pair of fours.
There's
so it was a value bet.
Pokerboy Swag, there's two easier ways than that. First of all, you could just start your own American Indian group and call this a sovereign territory. You could be like, this little land here is mine.
What about this flop?
Oh no. Not the music problem again. I don't think there's any way out of this when the music does this.
Except for restart, huh?
I've tried before other things. I know one workaround. Pull it up on your computer.
Pull the stream?
Nope. You go to YouTube or Spotify or anything you got. Just do like. there yet. You keep bringing up the thing before I can finish.
No, Bovada keeps bringing it up.
Just hit that one. Ha ha ha. Oh, still not gonna work. Maybe I can. Nope.
Boo.
Oh well. Boo. Pause.
Vanderbilt said pause it.
Yeah. This just happens.
Boo, boo, boo. Vanderbilt Poker is currently in 43rd of 189 in the 2K guaranteed. If I make it a little deeper, I'll stream top 63 cash. Well, good luck, man.
Well, you're almost there.
Hope you take it down.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Move it on up.
Poker Boy, no different than it is right now. At least I'd have my own beach. True, true. Good luck at Vanderbilt Poker. Yes, good luck from all of us here. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Yes. Disney.
Yeah, the other thing you can do is start your own religion. Then you'd be tax exempt, which is basically the only real thing that the Constitution allows them to do. Really, I mean, the reason everything in government works is because they're allowed to tax people, and all the tax incentives is what basically gives them control. Otherwise, it's states' rights. I mean, it's like the most basic constitutional right. It's everything that's not expressly written in the Constitution is a right of the state. So all you have to do is start your own religion, and they'll leave you alone. And then you can be tax exempt, and then you can say, this compound is my cult, leave me alone.
Leave me alone. This is all mine.
It's all mine. Go get you some of that land out in Wyoming. Just nothing. Do you have a law background? Nah, I just know a lot.
He does know a lot.
It's what I do.
He says, not looking so good anymore. LOL. Lost half my stack to aces. Oh, man, that's sad. Run it back up. You can do it. Don't give up, buddy. Foxy Lady. Poor Vandy. Yes, poor Vandy indeed. Tony, do you have a law degree? Okay. Alright, we're not going to fold just yet. Please give me a 10, dealer. Nope. Our 10s could be the best hand. Not saying I love it, but this guy did just bet on the button.
There is nothing.
524. That's a big bet. I think I'm going to fold now. I don't love it.
Ha ha ha. Is this going to...
Did you find the workaround?
Maybe.
Cheaper land in Alaska? Yes. I'm going to fold this one. He said, I'm like 1% Cherokee. Would be nice if I could cash in on that one. The ice cult of ODDB. Oh, that's the butt. Player 4, what are you going to do? We got this ace-jack of clubs. We're not going to fold. We're going to raise. Unless player 5 raises, then we will call. Says it's almost the final countdown. Boo! I'm not streaming tonight and we'll be bored. Yeah, man, me too. You could always play. You're hanging out with Moms though. Moms likes that. All right, he folds. We raise. Player 1. Hopefully he folds so we can have position. He re-raises. Not folding just yet. Let's see some clubs, dealer. All right, we did get one club. We have ourselves a gut shot and ace high. He checks. Now we have the best hand possible with a club redraw, and he bets the pot. Alright, well, we are going to re-raise. We're not going to give him any free cards. 5 on the river. All in. And he folds. Could have bet less on the river, but Oh well. Tony the Tiger of Knowledge, Foxy Lady says, yes, he is full of it. Haha. We're raising here with the Queen 6. We're basically just trying to take down the blinds, and we do. Come on, King! Yeah, the King did show up. The King of Clubs it was also. Captain Junior says, nice play. Thanks, Captain Junior. Too much?
No, I don't think it's help. I don't think it's going through the stream. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Does not help. Although, for Screw Loose, you almost can't tell the difference.
It sounds the same.
Yeah.
All right, we do get the Ace Jack again. All of those guys sound a little different.
Hate that.
Me too.
I wonder if it's.
I don't know what does it either, because I mean it just happened out of nowhere. All right, this guy's only got $8. I was gonna say if he raised, we might just play for that $8. Even though I don't love it, I wouldn't be against it. Man, this is like our 4th Ace Jack in like the past 5 hands. Player 2, what are you going to do, buddy? You got position. Hopefully you fold so we get position. You call. That's okay. Alright, we do flop ourselves a pair of jacks and the nut flush draw, so that's good enough for me to continue. Going to bet $1.25. If they don't have any clubs, they might fold. I mean, our hand is pretty strong. King on the turn. We take it down. Vanderbilt Poker. Is Tony playing poker too? No, man. He's actually just running the stream. I got the easy job of just running the cards. Alright, we got ourselves Queen 10. We got the Jack 10. We got ourselves middle pair. We got ourselves a gut shot. Backdoor flush draw we're going to call. We turn ourselves the gut shot. Now we're going to bet $1.50. And he folds. He says, why Pokerpotamus? Well, we kind of like the name. We were trying to think of something, another P word. We came with Pokerpotamus. It kind of looks like a big fat piggy bank. And, well, what other mascot would you want as a poker player? Big fat piggy bank, obviously. AJ is good, dude. Yeah, man. We win with it. He's my friend in times of need. For sure, AJ. We've taken many a pots together. Wait, we just took quite a few of them in a row with the AJ. King, Queen, and we're going to raise. Player 1, you can play or fold. That's a good flop for the King and Queen. I'm going to play tricky and just check back here. Our hand is so strong. Alright, he bets 80 cents. We're going to raise here. We believe our kings with the queen kicker are the best hand. If he re-raises us, I might fold though. Oddly enough. But no need to. He says, another P word, LOL. Yeah, there are many P words that could have been chosen. We went with Potamus.
Yeah, the other thing was, we were just looking long term for community building, and hippos are pretty friendly, but they're very aggressive. So it kind of it represented a poker style of play, where you can be friends with everybody you play with, but when you're actually playing, you're pretty aggressive. And so that run with the pod, because their herd is called a pod, and it just sounded good.
Yup.
Plus we got neat little graphics and stuff like this is our gangster hippo. So
Poker Pals, Foxy Lady says.
Poker Pals.
LMEO.
Poker Precious. That's right.
That's
precious.
So precious.
Is it like the
Precious.
The big girl from Precious, or is it like oh my precious from The Hobbit?
Definitely The Hobbit. Although, I'll take the movie character. Precious needs love too. 9 deuce of clubs. Got ourselves a pair of 9s. That's something. We only have a deuce kicker though, so I'm not going to bet just yet. Oh, that's the butt. Says my name is just funny. Your name is funny. I do like your name. So now he's a zoologist. Tony knows all. He does know all. He surprises me all the time. I try to stump him. Never do.
See, it's not, I don't think it...
Is it not coming through on their end?
Oh. I think we're just going to tough it out.
Pocket 3s. Let's see 2 more 3s, dealer. I want all the 3s. Greedy, greedy. We didn't get any 3s. If you subtract 2 from this 5, we get some 3s. But I'm going to bet here 75 cents. Well, good. I can tough it out.
Well, isn't that something?
We're almost back to even, which is pretty great considering we ran pretty bad at the beginning.
Considering I want to play Back in Black so bad I can't stand it.
Yes, you do. Give me some green cards, dealer. Let's go.
Oh,
Raise. Oh, shoot.
It's the puppy dogs.
I don't necessarily like this one. We do have position.
Okay, let's let go.
Let it go?
Let it go.
All right.
If you don't like it, that gut instinct, man.
Yes. Tony, if I had your knowledge, I could make something out of my life. Oh, that's the butt. It's fun to say. I just say it out loud. I do too. Every time I read it, anytime he says something, I want to be like, oh, that's the butt, just because it's a great name.
It's a great name, yeah.
Said I could BS my way to a CEO position.
You can. I practically have.
He practically has, practically does every time he gets a new job.
I've quit more jobs than I've had.
Yeah. Raising here with this 10 and other 10. Those are good. $2. We're not folding for that.
See, these guys today said...
Give me some 10s, dealer, please.
My son told me a statistic. This is what a guy said. I heard a guy say today. He said, my son told me a statistic. He said, 80% of the putts that are left short don't go in the hole.
So, it's true.
All 100% of the putts don't go in the hole. Yeah. That earthquake one, I guess.
Give me a 7 or queen, dealer. Bink. All right. I believe we have the best hand. I don't believe he raised us with a flush draw.
Foxylay said, you wouldn't have to BS your way if you already knew it all like Tony. That's true. But, you know, it goes both ways. Sometimes when you know a lot of right answers, people get resentful. And then the other thing it does is that really smart people that are around you become really insecure and stop trying because they just wait for you to give them the answer. So sometimes it's not as fun as it should be.
These are all true thoughts that go through his head.
No. I'm just trying to be as honest as I can about it.
Hey, he is honest. He's not going to tell you anything he doesn't believe.
I need to make a quick 2K. LOL.
Help me, help me. I thought you just needed like 400 for a new mic.
I think you just want money in general.
Everybody does.
Dave Ramsey says you can make $1,500 a month delivering pizza. Of course, he lives in Brentwood.
Why do you always bring up pizza on stream? It makes me so hungry.
I actually ordered some Papa John's last night.
Did you?
It was alright.
Oh, man.
It was alright. They got a good deal. It's like $2 goes to some kid's charity or something.
Alright, I'm getting 5 of them. I had a dog and his name was Bingo.
He was my favorite.
He was my favorite.
The other day on the way, we were coming to stream and a little dog started following my truck home and it was like, hey, whose little dog is this? And then he just hung around, and when Zach got here, we was still here playing with Zach. It was like...
Yeah, we rolled around in the grass and played together. We're buddies now.
I took a picture of it and sent it to my wife. She said the dog looked like a little pig and she wanted to keep it. I said, nah. Somebody else's dog. They'd miss it.
3 dealer?
Oh, shoot.
We don't make too many sets on this stream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is. Last 15 minutes.
You didn't nose it. It's the last 15 minutes.
He said, LOL, you got to buy the mic and all the accessories plus the old Mama 1500. Well, that's where you get the 2K from. I understand now. Stupid beamers. No, man. They get you where you're going. Trying it all, huh?
Yeah.
We got ourselves a pair and a straight draw. Him betting over the pot. I don't understand why. I think I'm just going to make a tight fold. We're either slightly ahead or pretty far behind. Alright, I'm just going to fold this one. This guy's taking too long. Give me some aces, dealer.
Teach them.
Teach them.
Make me wait. I got pizza on my mind.
We got one ace.
Ace, disposition.
Yeah,
right. We gotta see.
If it all folds to me,
folds,
then we will raise.
The most, let's see, 15 cents to get maybe.
Fold, two folds. Ace 9 is the favorite over just this guy. If he raises, I might re-raise, but no need to. So we're just gonna raise, try to take down this quarter.
He's gonna call.
He might. All right, that's a good flop for Ace 9.
That's a good hand.
I'm gonna bet we have the best hand. If he raises. All right, Queen on the turn, less good card for us. I'm going to start with a check.
Pokerboy Swag says, true, but they are expensive. All right.
Derek loves slap nut.
Good job,
Thanks
buddy.
for running with the pod.
I like that. Just slap nut's fun to say.
Yes, it is.
Pokerboy says, true, but they are expensive to work on, meaning his BMW. The string went out on it randomly one day, cost out the butt. Yeah. I actually thought about trying to get a Mercedes once, and then I thought better of it because, you know, them German cars are very expensive to get worked on.
German.
And Pokeboy said, "Aw, but 2 is better than 1." Good song. Hello.
Hello. Welcome, Derek Love Slapnut. I just followed you on Twitch. Appreciate that, man. I'm new to your stream.
Yes,
Thanks
we
for being
know.
here.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we're new streamers. We're noobs.
We've got lots of random conversations going on right now, but hop in there if you have any questions.
This is for you guys. Whatever you want questions about, he's got the answer.
We've talked about sovereign communities, starting your own island, BMWs. Of course, moving to Miami came up. Lots of pizza talk almost every night around this time because we all start getting hungry.
Pizza.
Thank you.
Should have
He said, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, man, appreciate that. You're awesome, too. You're awesome for running with the pod. Give us a quarter, buddy.
There you go.
Let's see if we can win a big hand. I'm not going to try real hard.
You don't have to.
I'm not trying real hard. Ace, Queen of Clubs. This one might be it. Yeah. This guy goes all in. We're calling.
All right. That's what y'all wanted to see. The fireworks are coming. Oh, boy. Nervous. Well, we almost got this straight going.
Almost.
He's checking out.
All right, Queen on the river. Hopefully he just checks. $1.72. I'm not folding for that for sure.
He knew that.
He did have a flush.
Pair of nothings versus your...
All right. I'm very, very surprised he called $3.60 pre-flop with a6, but he did. I guess it was like $4 to him. Oh well.
Pokeboy Swag says, nude streamers. And he said, sounds funnier. Pokeboy Swag says, I delivered pizza back in the day. Was killer money. Our Pizza Hut was one of the top in the country at the time, so I would get $100 plus in tips most days.
Hey, man, that's great.
So Dave Ramsey does know what he's talking about.
Dave Ramsey, who?
He says
Night, boys. Foxy Lady says, good night, Foxy Lady.
Good night.
Sylvia and Silver Spring.
Geico.
Thanks for hanging out.
Save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Gonna fold this one out of position.
Yeah, you know, there's whole websites dedicated to being a better pizza delivery person, and it says things like you should wear a smock that has little pockets in it.
An apron?
Yeah, it's like an apron and little pockets, and then you keep all the little sauces and
garlic
So when
seasonings
people get
and-
there and they're like, "Oh, I meant to order a shaker of red pepper," and you're like, "Oh, I happen to have one right here.
Bam!
Give me $5.
Give me your money."
So what would you say was the average tip that a person left? Poker swag.
Average tip, $5. Aces. Hopefully we see one player contest. Yes. Yes.
Oh, goody.
Yes. We're just going to... I'm going to re-raise.
They're gonna... I like aces.
Bring out the tiger in you.
Alright. Unless he's got pocket jacks, which would be
Aw.
unfortunate.
He
We're
threw
taking
it
this one
away.
down.
Yes, sir. Guess I'll watch 2.5 Men when you all jet.
What to do, what to do.
LOL, nice.
Hamburgers on the grill plus EV. Yes, sir. Yes, that is true. Very, very true. I want some hamburgers, too.
Pokeball Sack says, well, that was like 10 years ago, $2 to $5, but some people tip 10 and some 20, depending if they were having a party. Wow.
That's pretty strong.
That's crazy. So I guess they were like getting 5 or 10 pizzas or something. They were like, thanks a lot.
Jelly.
Yeah, I guess I've done that.
Jellyfish.
Yeah. I used to run this youth organization. On Saturdays, we would order pizza for all the kids. It was like $60. So yeah, I'd probably tip that guy $15 because he had to bring like tons of pizza and like tons of sodas and.
So that's good money for a teenager. Yeah, $100 a day is good money for a teenager for sure.
Yeah. The pizza places around here hire a lot of older people, like they're in their 30s or 40s.
60s, yep.
Man, I'm telling the dude yesterday, he beat on my door. I opened that door up, I said,
"What you want, fool?"
I said, "Knocking a little hard, aren't you?" They said, "Oh, yeah, people complain about that all the time." It's like, I got my own pen. All right. Yeah. $4. Get out of here.
Mom's bringing me Petros for dinner and a Dr. Pepper. Dr.
What?
Pepper sounds good. Yum, yum, yum. Let's see, we got about 5 minutes left in this stream.
I had some hot girls give me a beer one night as a tip. LOL. They were underage and I was too. Double score. Tony has worked at every job imaginable, says, oh, that's the butt. I have had a lot of them. I worked at Taco Bell for one day. That was rough.
One day. Yes,
One
I've
day.
heard this story many a times.
Can't do this. Sorry. Sour cream comes in a little caulking gun. That's a little weird. Yeah. I got in trouble the very first day, the only day, for putting too much cheese on the taco. And I told the woman, I'm just making it like I would want it. And she said, that cheese cost a lot. Only use 2 fingers. Like, use 1 finger and your thumb to get the cheese. I was using, like, 2 fingers and my thumb.
Index and thumb.
Yeah. She didn't like that. So I said, I need to run the register, I guess. And then one of my friends walked in. I said, this is embarrassing. I got to get out of this job.
Let's get out of here.
It was cheap piss beer. Would have preferred a tip or a phone number. You should have. Did
Should've
you
told
ask
her.
for it?
I know. Been like, hey, girl.
Got work at
What your
Game
name
Up.
be is, girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me them digits.
I'm going to tell you what. That's why I tell every guy that's overweight, ugly, whatever. I say, every single girl is blind to humor. If you are funny, entertain her. She doesn't care how ugly you are, how fat you are, if you're bald, nothing. You can get any girl you want. It's the truth. I got lots of examples.
Bam. Honey's just showing up left and right.
You are now watching Poker Potamus live.
Yes, you are.
Hit that follow button.
Yes.
If any of you guys out there haven't followed us yet and you like what you see, we work really hard to keep you entertained. All we're asking for is just a little follow love.
Yep, following's cheap.
We just need to get our numbers up like everybody else on this place. So...
He said, should have given her a tip. Bada bing.
Oh.
Oh, that's the butt. You cracked me up with all your funny jokes.
That's how you get them babies.
That's right. That's why you got 2 of them.
You got to pull all the way out.
Poker Boy, you cracked me up too, actually. He said, I like to think I'm funny looking.
Oh.
But don't.
You get this one. Oh man, let's see here. We got to get some numbers.
Let's see. We're just going to try to win one last hand. If we just take down the blinds, that's it, fellas. This King Jack might be the one. But folks, to me, we're going to raise. If we take it down, great. We're just going to call it a day. We had a pretty bad, we had a rough start. We've come back a little bit though. Hopefully it just goes fold, fold. And it does. Alright, we take it down. So we bought in today, after our 3 buy-ins, a total of $56. We end the day at $58.31, back in the black.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. He ain't even showing up.
That's because it's... Yeah, I can explain why. Alright.
Alright. Alright, so we end up for the day $2.31 profit. Way better than yesterday's $15 loss. And way better than I thought today was going to go the way it started. So I'm pretty happy with that. Guys, if you haven't hit that follow button, please hit it. We will be back tomorrow, 5 to 8 Eastern, 4 to 7 Central. We do stream Monday through Fridays, same time, same pod channel, same pod hour. So appreciate that, and we will see you again tomorrow.